Who's got fuck stuff? Window update. Like horse.
They tried to re-roll us.
I can't come.
Window update. Windows update. Download now.
Fucking my heart's racing like 10 motherfucking thousand beats.
That's what I'm saying, Bob.
Because I'm going to show you, don't see him.
Aaron does not make me come.
Zero life.
It's a hypocrisy.
Mike Morris.
Fuck, April fucking never comes.
You guys can suck my fucking dick.
Boy, it looks like I gotta move on to some new dick, huh?
I'm an adult.
And that is all set about that.
Go away. Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, yeah.
Metallica.
I can't come.
Take it fucking easy, potato.
Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, yeah. Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, yeah.
Beepity boppity beepity bop.
I love anal sex.
What I love about this ring one.
I just got a new Google Chrome.
I am gonna suck him up. I tried to run over a gas station attendant. Mike Morse! Mike Horse!
Mike Morse!
Return from emergency show.
It's Puddle Chicken.
Go away, please. I just got a new Google Chrome. Steamboat, thanks for Buck Hyatt. Werner von Braun.
I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking come through the screen.
Can I taste it first?
Now, fuck off. Be it done. You're dead to me. You're a fucking loser. Werner von Braun. Get off your knees, Dave. You're embarrassing.
What do you know, you fanook?
That cat out of here. parking lot.
Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, yeah. Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, yeah. Pull the trigger, bitch.
I am gonna suck him off.
I eat cock.
The Shuli Network. Completely unanticipated. What's the word I'm looking for? Mike Moore, shut your fucking mouth.
Let's watch the dues pay up.
It's time to wake up. Time to get out of bed.
Get out of here. Oh, bed. You sons of bitches.
I guess the tea took a little too long.
The honey, so slow.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up. Well, hello. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Welcome to the BS Show, Monday through Friday, right here on the Shuli Network. Welcome if this is your first time to the network. Do us a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification button. That way you know when we're live. And also, get yourself a membership. Very easy. 5 gets you in, 10 gets you everything. Huge archive, different shows. On Patreon, we have the system where we take everything we do here, we flip it to audio. You have audio there and video. You got video here. You got the emotes. You got access to the Discord. All this great stuff for membering up. And if you can't swing it, maybe somebody here might get you a membership. So what you got to do is click on the link in the description. It'll take you to your settings, your YouTube settings. Turn on accept gifted memberships. And that way, when the gifts start flying, like they are right now, you get one. I'm not lying. Flex is giving one. Let's go.
Hummus.
But Baby Satchmo giving one.
Metallica.
Go. Dave Daffler, you heard of him. That's
I
right.
just got a new Google Chrome.
I know. Congrats. Dave Daffler with number 2.
And that is all I got to say about that.
Dave with number 3. Thank you, Dave.
Go away, please.
Go away, please.
All right. Can we find the excuse of why Bob missed his cue?
Yeah, he was making
Yeah.
tea. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. Do you not know that we have the show every day at the same time?
Do you not know to go fuck yourself? Do you not know that part?
You have one mark to hit, and you miss it.
But that swallows there. Send all your dog poo to a certain scummy lawyer. Oh, come on. There's better use of dog shit than that.
What that dog should ever do to you.
Yeah, why are you punishing the dog shit? Don, thank you.
I swear to God, I'm going to fucking come through the screen.
That's pretty good. Creepy Mo. Boom.
Hey.
God, I love penis wrinkle.
Yeah. Dave Daffler. 1,
Can I taste
2,
it first?
3. Come on.
It's
Come
a
on.
apostrophe.
Yeah, it's a apostrophe. All right. Bob obviously has 1 foot out the door. I think he had.
And the other
2 feet
one
out
smoking a cigarette.
I think he had both feet out the door today because he started his gym routine today, 5 a.m.
Oh.
Walk me through it, Bob. How'd it go?
We're going after the chiropractor.
Oh, you didn't go to school.
Well, you know, she's off today. Look at me. Look at me. That's going to be me in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were supposed
Of
to
what
go.
year?
Hold on. When did you decide that you were not going in the morning? Was it this morning?
Well, last night I realized she's off more during the week. So
okay. Congrats,
so
Bob.
now we have days. Thank you. You can notice it's a pre-workout pump. It's called. I've been doing it with stretches. That's not.
There you go. Oh, you
Please.
got to start somewhere, you know.
Please, I wouldn't even go to the gym if I looked like that. That's too much work.
That's the whole point of going to the gym if you look like that, to work it off.
No,
What else?
it's like you go to the gym looking like that. Everyone looks at you like, come on. You know what I mean? You're not
Well, when's
changing
the
anything.
Hold on. When's the last time you've been in a gym? I mean, where do you work? On Venice Beach? You think everybody there is ripped to shreds and
Well,
looks
you
great?
should be somewhat human by the time you go to a gym.
Well, how do you get there to look human?
You do it at home. You do whatever you have to do at home. You fucking lock the refrigerator. You throw it in the fucking pool. You know?
What
You
if you don't have a
Houdini
pool
it,
like
man. You do what you got to do. Sorry, Zen. I don't like to talk like this in front of you, but you fucking do what you got to do before you do anything. You know, that's what everybody does that. Everybody, you know what I mean? You do stuff in your life before you have to. And you don't want to, but you do.
But you'll see when you go, if you ever go. You probably won't.
You
But-
do
Going
stuff in
today.
your life before you have to.
I'm
I love
going
how
today.
Bob says that, and then Mike goes, "Yeah, no, I hear you, but what do you mean? Yeah, I hear you.
I'm trying to,
Ridiculous. You
trying to
do.
relate, bro.
You
But
do.
when you go if you go if you go after school's out, then there's a lot of younger people there or after work. But if you go like now, or noon, it's all old people like you, Bob, the old decrepit people like
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
working out.
No,
So
it's not.
most of them, you know, they like to
That's
get.
the
They don't,
time I used to go.
exactly. He's
Back in the
yeah.
60s.
No, it was all fucking. It's all, you know, normal people that fucking. It's a lot of rich people
okay.
because they
Well,
don't
what-
work.
Once you start getting into the rhythm of going, we got to start putting that GoPro on your head.
Mhm.
Seeing all these
Yeah.
rich- You are
You were
too
close.
close to the cameras, then.
Exactly.
And you're scaring people. Back
I'm
up.
just big. I'm just large.
Jeez.
I can't help it. I'm actually
Yeah.
10 times larger than most of these guys.
Mhm.
Well, it's like what that woman said to me when I went for a tux for prom when I was in high school, and like I told you, like I wanted like one of those old 70s tuxes, and the lady was trying to cram it onto me, and she's like, she got so frustrated, she was like, "There's no fat people in the 70s," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So he's right. Like when he went to the gym back in the 70s, when you can smoke, there was no fat people. There was, you know, it wasn't you. If you were fat, you looked like Mike. Mike was the
Also-
fattest guy around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
also,
yeah.
also,
Mean in
cocaine
perfect
didn't
shape.
kill you back then like it does now. You know, you could take it and actually lose weight, and you know, it helped you.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah, and the only way it got you killed is if you found some that didn't belong to you and then went and sold it.
Or
You
if
know?
you didn't pay the guy back.
Or you didn't pay the guy back, right?
You found
But,
like
you
5
know.
or 10 kilos, yeah. Then they would come
Yeah,
after you.
yeah. It was a funny video I saw yesterday of this couple. They said, "We found this old box in our crawl space," and they open it up, and it's got like kilos of coke wrapped up in it, like pack. And then they go, "Somebody left flour here," and they have like a little gold spoon. They go with a little measuring spoon, and they're like, let's bake, and you just see them dumping the flour in there, and they put it in the oven, and these little cupcakes come out, and they go like, the neighbor said it's like crack, and the plate is clean. There's crumbs on it.
Bob,
Tiger
this
Lily
cocoa
is
bed.
right.
This
Tiger
cocoa
Lily
bed.
is right. Shut the fuck up. I'm
All
talking
right, go ahead.
to her.
You go point that at
first
super
is
chat.
one. I should get a gym at home.
Yeah, you should. You got.
I mean, that would be the goal. That would be great because
when you get the pool and the sod and the fence done first,
it's all done.
And the solar panels.
It's all coming. Don't worry about my life, Mike.
Where
about
is
your fat
where?
life?
Oh, we talk about. What do you mean? Don't worry about your life.
My
Where
fat
is this gym equipment going to go?
I'm thinking. Unless I take the bed out of here, I make this totally a everything room. You know what I mean? It's a fucking man room. I just throw cum around. You know, and I don't know, but it might be perfectly because.
Where will Shuli sleep?
Oh, please. You know how many times they're going to walk by those machines and never use them?
Oh, please. That's all they do is use.
Where's your upside down machine, you call it? The inversion table. Where's that
It's
at?
gone because I had to put it outside and you put it outside and the rain got to it and it melted the wood part where your head goes on it.
Yeah, the rain melted wood. And And so now, what do you think is going to happen to the other machine? They're just going to take up. The workout machines are going to be bigger than the goddamn inversion table.
You can put it on the wall. There's so many new things now, But I'm going to go to the gym. I like to. We're going today, and we're going to get. I'm going to realize what I'm going to do every day, and I'm going to be totally ready for this.
So you're just going to do.
I'm going to feel better. That's the only reason I'm going to the gym, so I can feel better. It's nothing to do with fucking getting big. I'm already fucking huge. I'm already God. I'm already the prettiest man in the world. I do fucking push-ups on a long dog, and it's all good. But I'm going there to feel better. It's the only reason. Once I get to 100%, I'm just gonna destroy everybody.
You think anybody here thinks you're going to the gym to get buff? Nobody's thinking you're going to.
I know the girls are. I don't want to break your hearts this early in the morning. No, man. I just want to. Of
course, that's what you should be going for. Absolutely.
Well, no. It's like I deal with fucking pain. There's a difference there. I don't want to deal with pain anymore. I'm tired of it. I don't take pain pills. I don't do that shit. So I deal with it in different ways, and it's time to fucking clear it up 100%.
You realize you're arguing with yourself, right? At first you said, I'm not going to get buff. And I said, yeah, nobody thinks you're going to get buff. You go, no. I'm going because I'm in pain. You understand? No, I don't understand. You're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, no, because I want to get rid of this pain. Sometimes it's just overwhelming. And,
the gym's the answer for that.
So once I go to the gym, I work on that. Steroids, they bulk you up, but steroids are good for pain, but you don't want to be taking those for pain.
And then what about yoga? Aren't you supposed to do yoga now too?
Yeah.
When does that start?
Once I hit the go button on YouTube, I'll start at home and then I'll go to a regular place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
can't wait for all this to start.
Yeah, do you know anything about yoga?
Yeah.
He just knows he can do it on YouTube.
Yeah, I could spell it. If I could spell it, I'm taking it.
Saying it and spelling it are two different things, though. You got to remember.
I can do anything. I can do anything.
So can Dave Daffler. That's why he's gifting you a membership party, people. Come on. I remember a time many burnt butts ago, Bob claimed victory over smoking.
I'm sorry.
I still do
was
to this
totally
day.
wrong.
To this day, I claim victory over it because it can't affect me. Okay? All it does is make me look cool. And if you want to look cool, light up, motherfuckers.
It doesn't affect him except for the first 40 minutes he's awake and he's hacking up the entire time.
No,
Other than that,
that's not.
he's fine.
You can ask her. I didn't hack up once today. I don't. Only when I don't set. I have to be
Bob,
up.
I was
can't
there.
Yeah, because I didn't set the alarm. I just
What does
woke
the alarm
up, and
have
when
to
I
do with it?
panic, because I panic that I got to get shit done. It's not my routine. Once the routine is broken, it's fucked up. It's panic.
And
So
that's
you
when
guys
the
don't know.
coughing
You
starts?
guys don't know that because you're perfect. Look at Anthony, Mr. Pretty Boy. You can always
bring
fall
me
back
into
on your
this.
looks, pretty boy. But sometimes you have a routine, and it breaks a routine. It fucks you up in the head.
I get
and your
that.
body.
I get that. I'm not denying that. I get it. You're a creature of habit. Once that habit gets fucked up and changed, everything's all weird.
So Bob's lungs are going. Oh, he's breaking his routine.
Yeah, right. Like,
have to
what does that have to
evacuate.
do with the incessant coughing? Like, you get up and you just go, ugh, 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 Christ.
You were doing it on the show before we
yeah,
even
you were
started.
doing it on the
He's
show.
sitting there, he's like,
Have you seen you in the morning, Anthony?
yes.
Those are.
I've
those are
smelled
drive
me in the
heaves.
morning. It's horrible.
Yeah, it ain't pretty. I've seen him at night and in the morning, and neither are
That's
pretty.
right.
Neither are
Jeez.
pretty. Him sleeping might be the grossest version of Anthony I've ever seen, and I've showered with him. Oops, I'm sorry.
What?
No, nothing. I
See,
didn't.
I know that's a lie because no one until you spit in one. Shut up, mule. I'm not. Don't forget to get one of those girly yoga mats. I'm not getting them. I'm not. I'm doing it at home.
Ah, he's right. You gotta come in there with a little backpack with a yoga mat in it.
I'm gonna borrow Kevin's pink shoes.
Oh, where's that? Kevin's pink shoes? Oh no, you're saying you're gonna wear those?
No, yeah, he wears pink shoes. I don't know. Bob is the Rev. G-O-D. Yeah, just don't forget it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, look, man. I'm looking forward to the summer. I'm looking so forward to it.
Okay.
So,
Why wasn't this phlegm session recorded? Because he wakes up miserable, and the last thing I want to do is sit there and be like, "Cough over here, Bob," or it just he wakes up, he's just coughing, and everything is.
John, it's fucking life. You know what I mean? You gotta film fucking everything.
Well, then why would you suggest we do a morning show when you wake up every morning like that?
No, it's good, but it's good for me. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? When you're doing stuff, you know what I mean? You do your fucking, whatever. When I'm on, I'm on. That's the kind of guy I am. When I'm off, I'm off.
Hey,
I'm just
that
fucking.
simple.
I just like to fucking whatever. I do my things, whether they're goofy or not. I'm very happy with them. Hey, look, you crippled fuck. Hi, thanks.
J-Dad, thank you, buddy.
I tried to run
Daffler.
over a gas station.
Where do you
attendant.
live? I want to come visit him. I want to hang out with him.
I'm 34, and Bob has already outlived my body, half my body. FSJ, F Vince the Midget, FKB.
Where do you live, brother? Give us an area. You do stuff. Yeah, I do stuff. I do my stuff. And I love doing my stuff. It might be quacky, it might be whatever, but it makes me happy. Oh, look at that dog, a three-legged dog.
Had one of the. Can I read this before you start talking about the dog? Had one of the worst weeks of my life. My dog passed. He was basically my son, but you guys kept me distracted. Thanks. 3 look behind me salutes.
I'm so
bro.
sorry. That's the
Look
hardest
behind
thing.
me! Look behind me! Look behind me!
That's the hardest thing. You know what I mean? You don't know what it's worse to put them down or they die in front of you. Know what I mean? It's like both ways are fucking brutal.
Well, Gene's going to have to think about that, about you in a little while.
Oh,
That is
please, I
true.
just want to be buried in a yard.
That is true. You think they're gonna let you hold? You're gonna let her hold you in her lap when they give you that shot?
Yeah, they're gonna lower the lights in the room. It's horrible. That's fucking horrible too, man. I've been through this, and
You guys have you guys taken your pets to be put down?
yeah.
Everybody
She had
here?
to take Lennox after
what's
he
that like?
made it through to my surgery, my neck surgery, and we used to call him Dr. Lennox because he was always with me. And then it's like he was done. He did his job, and right after that, he just couldn't do it anymore. And it's brutal. I got 2 old dogs now, But it's the love that you have with them, and it sucks for like fucking 9 months, a year, where you can't think of anything else. But you just gotta get past that and go to that moment and realize the happiness.
Yeah, this is coming from a guy who's already looking to purchase new dogs when these ones aren't even dead yet.
No, because the fact that they give you more life than you can ever have.
Bob, you
that's
should get a
fucking
parrot.
fact.
They live for like 60 years, like so it'll outlive you.
Whatever. I would love to be on a farm. I would love it. I would just fucking E-I-E-I-O. I'm telling you, if I had a chance to, if something came up where there was a farm where it was a smart move, I'd be there in a second.
All right.
I would be there.
Do we have the reality show now?
I love that he goes, look, if it's a smart idea to get me on a farm, I'm there.
No, I mean, if
don't
it makes
waste my
sense.
time with nonsense.
If it makes sense and to go, to
What
sell
would make
here.
sense for us to be like? What's the scenario
What-
that makes sense that you're on?
Well, I don't want to live in a fucking, I want to live in a nice farm.
What does that mean?
It's got to be nice. The part I live.
Got to have a jacuzzi.
Like a
Well, yeah,
city
it's gotta
farm?
be-
What are you looking for?
Well,
Like,
any
what-
kind with fucking, every fucking horses and shit like that. And that's living, man.
Yeah,
this
it's a
ain't
farm.
living in this fucking, yeah. But,
Yeah,
I
but-
mean, it would have to make sense too,
Do you know how hard people work that have farms? You know what time they get up?
Yeah,
and all
but
the
that's
shit they
it's
gotta
the
do?
enjoyment. That's why you have pets. It gets you through the day. It
He's
gets you
waking
through
up.
the day.
He's waking up the crows with his coughing.
Yeah, but I'm not getting any roosters. Those motherfuckers get up too early, man.
For the
I mean,
roosters.
but the whole thing is, it's fucking great. It would be great. It's enjoyment. You want to get up to fucking take care of things. That's what you
gotta
do.
get
You
him on a
nurture.
farm.
That's why you're fucking on. That's why you want Earth to fucking take care
You know what?
of.
Tomorrow, pretend this is a farm. I want to see how you would wake up on a farm tomorrow. Pretend this is with a parrot. I got to see
Definitely.
this. You got a guy gets up at 8:45 and he's just hacking and miserable, and then he goes, "I'd be up early on a farm. It'd be great. That's the joy of getting up early."
No, it's the joy of taking care of things that need your help a little bit. You
Did
know
you
what I
ever
mean?
muck
It's like
a
a dog.
stall?
Like a dog can't open up the can of food, so you got to do that. But other things they do. They protect you. They love you, and that's how animals are.
Did you ever muck a stall? Shovel the shit out of a stall.
I shovel shit all day in the backyard. I throw it over the fence.
He does do that. I have seen him do that.
Well, it's a little different when it's horses and cows.
Doesn't matter.
Well, let the guy figure it out. He's gonna be happy because he's on a farm, Mike.
Well,
So
that's what
take
it is.
fucking
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you fucking don't have, when you have to drive far to see people, that's fucking great. That's fucking great.
Bob, kettlebells and a treadmill ab wheel, good to go.
Okay.
Holy shit, Bob! You're not going to the gym or building one at home. You running the dogs is you throwing 6 balls in the backyard. Love you. Wow,
Okay.
this
but-
guy stayed at your house,
Is that my neighbor? I am.
Bob. The Richard Simmons of the Dabbleverse. Oh yeah,
You'll all be fucking coming to me for lessons.
sweating to the moldies. They're calling it already. Strudelwagon.
Here it
Good
goes.
to see ya, buddy. Thank you for the
That's
gift.
what I'm saying, Bob.
Is he still dead or what? What's going on with Joey with this fucking bullshit?
Last
I
I
don't
heard,
like these games.
he's being brought out of coma possibly Friday tomorrow because all his tests look perfect according to his wife. So that's where
From
we're
a
at.
coma to coming out. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Bob, I call yoga stretching. It's not. I call yoga stretching. It's not
Okay.
as gay.
That's all right. Yeah. I'm going to stretch.
Closet gym Bob is getting to.
Closest.
Closest gym Bob is getting to is Florentine today.
Oh no, I'll be there. I'll be there today after the chiropractor.
Bob is now spelled COPD.
Please.
Bob has found the secret to eternal life, the triple C: cookies, cardio, and copper. That's why he's the
Exactly.
man.
You're
Right,
totally
still have
right
the
about
copper
that.
socks?
That's my upcoming book. That's coming. Yeah.
Copper socks? Did you lose them since yesterday? You still got them?
Oh, I got them on right now, motherfucker.
South Carolina, the town next to where Anthony
Okay.
lives. Bob, you're always welcome to come and chill for a weekend, brother. You have
Maybe
a
we'll
farm?
come down there. We'll look
Otherwise,
at stuff.
he's not going to be happy unless he's on a farm.
We always said we'd move there.
2016, we had to put 3 of our 4 dogs down. 2 within 2 weeks. They were all rescues, and we had them for about 15 years. Yeah,
it's
a massacre over there. Jesus Christ.
It's brutal shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no matter how badass you are, no matter how tough you are, no matter what you know, I don't give a fuck, man. You sitting there in that vet's office having to hold your dog or your cat, that is fucking that will break anyone. Anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I did take the cat to get her shots or whatever, and I take her there and I see they're taking this mom and daughter into the back room with their little dog, and I was with my 9-year-old and she wanted to go in the room. They go, you can wait in the room right next door, and I go, we'll wait out here because I know what's about to come out of that goddamn thing. I'm trying to keep them and us from meeting, you know, after. And of course, the minute you start thinking about that, it's exactly what happens. And sure enough, we walk out of the room, they walk out, they face covered in tears, they're bawling. And my daughter's just like, oh, she's never seen that at the vet before. She's like, why are people crying and you know, screaming? And yeah, it's a bummer. I have to explain to her.
Yeah, they had to put her mom down.
Yeah, I go, sometimes moms won't shut the fuck up.
Your mom went to a farm with Bob.
Yeah. Old McLevy had a farm. That sounds about right.
Well, I would
Man's
be
best
the,
friend
okay.
for
Hold
years.
on. It would be
Enough
the
about
only
vagina.
farm.
We're talking about pets. Go ahead.
It would be the only farm where all the animals wake up at noon.
Right.
Where they can just take it easy, you know?
Right. Yeah, that'll work.
And everybody knows your name.
Right. Animals will switch to your schedule. You imagine
But they
the sun
do.
the
They
sun
do.
rises and the rooster's like, he's got sunglasses on. He's like, not right now. Not right now. Like,
But the animals do go by your time. They do all
They
that stuff.
they do not.
Yeah, Bob. They don't.
You have a fucking cat. Don't even come into my conversation with a cat.
I've
What
had dogs.
farm
I had more
animals?
dogs than you had.
Hold on. What farm animals do you have experience with that wake up to your time? You talking about dogs?
They will all go to my time because that's what it is. They'll know it's fun.
Reminds me of this episode years ago. Remember the show Cribs on MTV?
Mm-hmm.
They did an episode once where they were going around Mariah Carey's place, and she's showing off her like penthouse, you know, $8 million penthouse apartment in the city. She goes, "These are my fish." He says, "They're nocturnal, which doesn't work for me because I'm up at night." She goes, "So we're getting them switched out." Because, so the fish are not on her schedule, and she's flushing them all down the toilet. It's unbelievable.
It happens.
I mean,
Sometimes
that's
you gotta
amazing.
send them home.
Yeah.
But but still, like, how does that affect her? Like, how do
It
you
doesn't.
just
She's
sleep-
insane. She's insane. It's equally as crazy as saying all the animals on the farm will go to bed when I go to bed and wake up when I wake up. That's
Oh,
insanity.
All you fish, keep it down.
Yeah.
Trying to sleep.
They go, what? The horse is up? Doesn't he know it's nap time? What the fuck's wrong with this horse?
Yeah, and on his farm, he was the goat, John Peoples. E-I-E-I-O. He slept till noon and yelled at a... Okay, I can't go. Well.
Thank God you can't control them. You can only read them until they move up. My family ran a 40-acre farm. I live in my own small house on their land.
Good for you. See?
Well, they just abandoned you there. They put steps in front of it, and they go, "We'll see you later."
You know,
They
somebody
go to
actually has a
town.
picture of Bob in his farmer gear.
Oh,
This I gotta see. This I would love.
Let's see what he would look like.
Oh yeah!
In the
Look
morning.
at that.
Look at that, waking up in the morning. That flannel shirt is so funny.
Howdy, y'all.
I didn't know you wore flannel.
Beautiful morning.
My favorite episode of Seinfeld is when the network broke Jerry's balls all episode. I really hope they find Stuttering John dead from alcoholism and bad barcode.
Jesus
All right.
Christ. Dorito.
Hey, good morning,
Dorito goes
Dorito.
Hey, processing, man. Let the dude do his thing, man. It's all good. We're here for you, brother.
I heard
Get
he
it
just
out.
lost. I heard he just lost some fish, some night fish. So
Yeah, well, they weren't on his schedule. You're not on the Torito plan. You're out. I live next to a farm, Bob. You are completely delusional. The chickens are up at 4, crows at 6, horses at 7.
Cows.
You would be miserable on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't. I would make my time into theirs if I had
Get the mic closer to you, Bubba, if you don't mind. Or you closer to the mic.
I would do the time around them, and whatever I have to do. It's happiness. That's what happiness is. Being away from people. You don't get it. People don't get it. That's why people live in fucking Idaho.
Idaho?
It's a place I've came up with. It's
shit.
Iowa and Idaho. So I put them together because they're two shitty places. So they might be better as one.
Here's my thing. In due time, we will have access to a farm. I can't get into detail. But when we have access to that farm, I definitely want you going. I want us all going to that farm to do some shows for a couple days. I'll fly everybody out. You don't have to worry about it. Plenty of room. This I want to see. This we're going to put to the test.
Yeah.
Why don't we find one by where Rustic Cuts is out there, and we'll go on the farm. We'll do a whole.
I got a whole thing. Don't even worry about it. I got a whole thing. Hey, did I say put a pot of coffee on? Let's find a farm. I got it. Farm is found.
I've never seen Mike milk a bull with his mouth, but I'm ready to watch.
Hey, you didn't go to high school with him, my friend. I mean, that's your loss.
His hands behind his back and everything.
Oh, look at this. Chris Abel's vulture of real estate. Bob, you want me to keep my eye out for some old farmers? Wink, wink, if you catch my drift.
As long as it's in a normal state.
Yeah.
Not living where the hell you are.
Iowa state flags now available at Dransky's Bait Shop too.
Put them together, man.
Put them together. Why not? I got a job for $5 an hour less, but I say 90%. But I do. Okay. I do 90% less work and have zero stress. I hope I can find something down the line that makes me happy like TSN. Thank you, John from China.
Mm-hmm.
You look thrilled over there. John from China.
He does look Chinese a lot.
Yeah, like why don't you go hang out an Amish farm for a little bit, test that out.
I'll end up joining their mafia.
That's fine, but I mean, hey, at least you find something you're passionate about.
No, these motherfuckers don't even put on lights and that. No, I don't want to be that. I can't live like that.
Why do I plug my phone in? It's the battery's dying.
Yeah.
Listen, I will have access to a farm. We will go to this farm. I got to see you in action on a farm. That's something that's got to happen. That's all.
Get him a pair of overalls.
Oh my God! The minute he gets something on his hands or his, what the fuck?
I'm always out there mudding it.
Mudding it. Look at you with the lingo. Mudding it.
Mudding it.
Wow.
Motherfuckers.
Wow. Do you know
That's
how
it,
to
honey, we're getting a farm. California? Get that. What are you, out of your mind? I'm not going there.
Why?
I only go there for trips.
He wants to go to the West Coast.
He needs a ranch. That's what he needs.
Yeah.
Kind of like when he retires from all the from the TSN money, like just get him like a Skywalker ranch. Get him some sort of
A cowboy hat.
Yeah, just something where he doesn't have to do anything, where he's got a whole bunch of like immigrants doing shit for him. They're digging, they're doing the farming and all that stuff. You can just lay back and relax on your farm. I'm helping you.
No, I don't want no immigrant. I don't want people around. That's why you get a farm, so you can get the fuck away.
Yeah,
but
but
they
you
don't
need
buy
help
huge
on a farm.
Mr.
I'm gonna have
Bob,
two
Mr.
horses, 2 chickens, a rooster. I start off with. I'm gonna have 2 cows that I'll take chunks off them when I'm hungry.
Right.
So basically, what it sounds like to me is you want a farm, and Gina's going to be doing all the goddamn work because this isn't going to last. This is
I love
you're out of
doing
your
that
mind.
shit.
You want 2 of every. Who are you, Noah? You want 2 of everything, and only one person to handle all of it, and that one person is you. Are you listening to yourself?
They'll
Are you
learn
out of
from
your
each
goddamn
other.
mind?
Yeah, they'll learn from each other. That's the fact. That's what animals do. They learn. When 2 animals they work as one. They all do something. Dogs eat at the same time. They go out at the same. They play at the same time. It's a routine they get.
I'll get the horses to milk the cows.
So first the animals were going to learn by watching him. Now they're going to learn by teaching each other. It sounds like Planet of the Apes. When do the animals take over and start killing everybody?
Hopefully after a year.
Hey Bob, when I get out of my coma. Hey Bob, when I get out of my coma tomorrow, let's go look at some farms in Iowa. I'll milk the crows, and you can collect some of the eggs.
That's a reality show right there. Him and Joey. Oh my God.
On a farm? That would be fantastic.
Unbelievable.
I hope he's good.
I don't know what's going on with him. I'm afraid to fucking hit him up, and
I like it's been
Joey.
3 days. It's been 3 days that you go, what's going on? And then you go, yeah, I don't even know what's going on with it. We know. We don't have a cow. We have a bull. Ooh.
Okay.
It's a reference to that bowling movie from the Farrell brothers.
All right.
Farley
Kingpin.
brothers. Kingpin.
Right? Yeah. What? Do you have a morning radio job now, Anthony? He goes, that was it.
That was Kingpin with you're jerking off a bowl.
Holy brother.
Then I can have a huge concert on my farm.
Yeah. Yes, Shuli, I was born wrong, so my fan locked me away in this shack with no wheelchair ramp. This is how you treat us. This is how they treat us cripples. Why I moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Love the treatment. Why does Shuli always make Bob the butt of all the jokes? Asking for a friend, Bob. Yeah, well, Bob says every morning, he goes, I don't want to talk about me. It's too much me.
All right.
He goes, move on
What
to
about
somebody.
you guys?
But I don't give a fuck. I'll ridicule, make fun of Bob all I want. He doesn't want it. He hates every second of this. And I don't care. Clip it. I haven't paid him in 4 months. What do you think of that, Kevin? Am I cool now? Somebody said Kevin on his show yesterday played 2 clips of Stuttering John for 3 hours.
Wow.
2 clips. That's all they had. They kept going back and back and back. And Adam looking all hot with his eyebrows.
Come hither, Stan.
Well, I offered to work, Bob. Doing.
Can you read it out loud for everybody, Bob?
No. I'm just dead full. 1999. I offered to work Bob during planting, but I don't want to have his demise on conscience. Listen, I don't plant shit. I'm not talking. We don't get to plant a fucking horse. I want animals. I'm not growing shit.
Well, part of a farm.
I don't want it. It's a farm that doesn't grow stuff. That's what I'm doing. I'm not growing stuff. I can get corn at the fucking. I can get corn and peas and stuff like that at the store. I don't need that shit. I just want animals to run around and have a good time. It's
hey guys.
Hey, Dad.
Bob can never have a farm because he can't spell E-I-E-I-O.
That is true. That is true. He's right about that.
Swing and a miss, huh?
That's all right. Listen, not every day's Hanukkah. Bob, chickens and geese for eggs, goats for cheese and milk, bees for honey. Make your own bread for toasty self.
Sounds great.
Let's do it, man. That's it. That's the life you want to live. You
just said you're not growing anything.
I'm not growing anything. Bees are gonna make the honey. Put it back, Bob. Bob, chicken and geese of course the chickens.
What are you gonna feed the chickens? What are you gonna feed the geese? What are you gonna feed the goats?
You go to the store and get them fucking chicken seeds.
Just go to Petco and get a bag of goat food.
Honey, write it down. What else do we need?
Gina, are you excited to work even harder on a farm?
She can't hear you now because of the fact I have to wear headphones because I echo.
You don't echo. Take those off.
I do echo, they said. Look, I will fucking... do you want to live on a farm?
Sure.
All right, we're doing it. We're fucking doing it. In 2 years. In 2 years?
Okay.
2 years we're living on a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Doing it. My prediction, 2 years, they're either on a farm or behind bars for some reason. That's my guess.
No.
Either one of them killed the other one. They had enough.
No, we have too much fun here. What are you kidding?
Oh, it's just
every day and
a
night.
big ball of fun over there. Bob
it
will
is.
end up like the horse and animal farm. Oh, that's not nice.
Mm.
That's not nice, but
Shuli doesn't think we have fun.
Well, we didn't have fun. We didn't show Shuli how much fun we had.
Yeah, we don't show it in front of people. The fuck.
Yeah,
We're
God
not
forbid. God forbid. Keep that fun to yourselves, guys.
We
That's
do.
the way to do it.
It's secret fun. It's like I don't want people to know how happy I really am.
Don't worry,
nobody. That
does.
would ruin everything, wouldn't it, folks?
Yeah,
if you
don't
realize
worry.
how fucking happy we really were.
Nobody has a clue. If you got to this farm, I expect to see all four of you do all the chores like Beetlejuice, milk the cows, feed the animals, scoop the poop, etc. Oh, and camera crew to cover Bob's smoke. Yeah, Jack, I got it. I got the location. I got the equipment. I got the people. It will go down.
And Jack's
Bob-
coming with us.
But who?
Uncle Jack.
Yeah,
He's part of the
Calm
empire.
down over there. Bob, I'm coming to your farm, and I'm going to fight Stuttering John Jack, and then I'm coming for Mike, because that's my woman, Jack.
No, you got to do it as what's his name? Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes, yeah.
There you go. Bob, up. What?
Not
Bob
Joey
blowing-
Rhodes.
Is somebody
Yeah,
blowing
I'm
air on
getting
their
there.
balls during the show? Like I hear like this this
Do you have
wind
your foot?
Bob, do you
You
have your
hear
foot
some kind of
massager
wind?
on?
You hear
They
something
let
on?
your-
My foot thing is on. Oh, I hit the foot thing by accident.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
You don't hear it, and we hear it.
All right, I hit it by accident. Shut the fuck up. I stepped on it, and it goes on. I swear to God. I'm just... It's
Now you
still
just
on.
turned
Let
it
me
up.
shut it off.
It's going on.
There, I got it now. God, they're like fucking Nazis, huh?
More
Fucking
secret
unbelievable. Fucking
I
working
said,
me
Bob.
to death here.
I said, Bob, how are you today?
working me to death.
Too
Sorry, you had to
frail.
put on copper socks this morning. We'll slow it down for tomorrow. Bob, I'm coming to your farm, and I'm coming to fight Stuttering John, Jack, and then I'm coming for Mike, because that's my woman, Daddy, and I'm her man, the bull of the wood. Folks, smart. There you go. Hicks Pasha, Mike, you're a buffoon.
Oh,
Look at
but
that.
you spelled it wrong. Who's the buffoon now?
What the fuck is Bob talking about? Asking for a friend.
Farm.
You don't have your decoder ring that we sent out? Bob's Farm, least profitable farm on earth, buying feed. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain to him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you figure out what happened to Tiff? Yes, everything's great. Don't sweat it, guys.
Yeah, we brought it to
there
a
was
farm.
a farmer had a dog. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bob was his name. Oh,
What?
There he goes. Finally.
What the fuck happened?
Jay Dead, you're our new host.
I guess
Jay Dead, Bob's cow would die from secondhand smoke cancer. It's not secondhand smoke cancer. It's secondhand smoke. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, he dropped dead. E-I-E-I-O.
I could see Bob teaching the animals to smoke. That would be unbelievable.
yeah, that you'll get the animals to do with you. That I agree with.
You like smoked meat? Come to Bob's farm. We have smoked beef, we have smoked turkey, smoked chicken.
All right. Sorry about that. Hit a button and then
That's all right.
everything happened.
The show actually rolled good for a second. It was really
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. You want me to back out? I'll get out of
I
here. Go
didn't
ahead.
say that. You don't have to be such a Jew about it.
And
Jesus
yeah, and then
Christ.
the farm will have everything. I'll have cigarette machines everywhere. I would teach the animals how to put money into it and pull the thing. Actually, they'll be free for all animals on the farm.
Why don't you
They'll-
grow
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Real quick. Was that a Jew comment, Anthony? Real quick. Thank
No,
you.
no. I said chew.
Uh,
Like a train. A train that comes to pick up Jews.
You son of a bitch. I heard that.
Why don't you grow tobacco on your farm, Bob?
Hey.
I'm not growing anything.
Free cigarettes.
It's
you
just
go.
going to be a hang. It's gonna be taking care of the
Like
animals.
farms
That's it.
should be. A hang.
Well, when Bob was a kid, they had free labor to help him on the farm.
They did.
Isn't there a game? Isn't there where you have to tend to farm? Like, what is that?
There's all so they have all these simulator games now, which are crazy. Like they have a farm simulator. They started with flying simulators, and now there's literally a game where it's Power Wash Simulator. So you're in front of a dirty house on a video game, and you have a power wash gun, and you sit there and clean the house. And people play this shit for hours
My
and
son,
hours.
played. He showed me once. I was like,
Yeah,
I want
man,
this.
there's one where you mow a
He wouldn't do
lawn.
anything outside in the house. But
They don't do anything
Well,
in real
it's
life, but they'll
ridiculous.
mow a lawn for 4 hours on a video game. It's There was a guy I saw a clip the other day. This guy's playing a semi truck simulator,
Mhm.
and you can buy like instead of using a mouse and keyboard or a controller, you can buy an actual like setup to a. You got to find this like a trucker console for truck gaming, right? And this guy, if you were to see his setup, you would just go, just buy a fucking truck. Like this is in his house. He's got this whole make-believe setup, monitors or like screens, and it's unbelievable. Yeah, a 3-screen rig. Yeah. That's what the guy had. If anybody knows this clip, throw it in the Discord. But it's crazy that these people will pay for a game to do work that they won't do in real life. What's up?
I got it. First, I'm gonna Deadful. I'll take you up on the plantation thing. I will learn that. Okay, to be able to feed the animals. Somebody said if you build it, they will come.
There's
I will
Farmville, right?
build it.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on.
I will build it. I will build it. I will go talk to somebody that knew a dead comedian. I will build.
I'm not
an
dead.
outdoor
I'm just not
stadium,
doing shows. No, go ahead.
outdoor thing, and I will have them come to do live shows.
Oh,
All the
okay.
dead comedians.
This is what he's doing. I know what he's doing. All right, yeah, he's doing the thing. If you
It
build
happened
they will
already
come.
with baseball. Why wouldn't it happen
Right.
with this?
Is this
Hey,
your
I tell you,
revenge?
hey, what's going on? Who's that cow over there?
He's gonna feel a field of booze. I get it.
Wait a minute. Is this your revenge at Dave Chappelle because he stole your joke years ago, and now you're going to do the farm comedy thing to get him back?
Yeah,
I love it. I support it. I'm with you. I'm down. If you build it, they will come.
Mhm.
Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, Mike. I agree with your idea. Bob needs to play Stardew for one in game year. Record it and we can see his farm.
I'm not doing the fake shit. I live real life, motherfuckers.
But
Yeah.
you'll
He doesn't-
how
you
it is
know.
to be on a farm.
Field of Axe.
Yeah. Bob's Long Dog Farm. You need long dogs. We got them. Extra long and untrained. Dang lizard.
Pete
Untrained.
DiLorenzo coming out of the cornfield.
You send our guest the link there, Frog?
I did, yes.
Okay. Gifted one. Trips. Thank you very much.
I'm the goat.
Reddit claims you said VTL docs Tiff. Is that true? Well, if Reddit said it, let's run with it, Daddy. Reddit said.
Reddit
You hear
and
them
forget
pushing
it.
up their glasses when they write. They go. Reddit said. Fuck what Reddit said. Bob's going to grow the Simpsons-inspired tomato tobacco hybrid tobacco. Dude, that's the plan. If you're gonna do something, that's it. Grew up on a farm. Bob will love when the animals all start screaming to be fed every morning at 6 a.m. Bob, if you want to try shoveling shit, you're welcome anytime.
Well, I mean, it's your animal shit, you know? So it's a different thing.
Yeah, well, it's also, but it's going to be your animal shit because it's your farm.
But it'll be great. It'll be great to have a farm. I'm not going to have tons of animals, you know? I'm going to have them all neutered and spaded. And
Spaded.
Well, I can't have. I don't want 100 of them. You know. I don't.
But you're gonna have 2 chickens. Why have 2 chickens?
I just need 6 eggs.
So he has a
day.
friend to play
they
with.
don't make
so I
an
have
egg
to-
every day. It's
so he
not like
hey, he gets 2 chickens, so he doesn't have to play fetch with the chickens all day. He's got a friend now. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I can hire a farmhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's more people. Though.
Ryan's right. Horse shit is pretty heavy to throw over a fence.
I'll go
and a
under
lot
it.
of it.
I'll go under it.
Hey, shit shoveler.
Bob will get his FFA card before he gets his passport.
Well,
first we should get Bob to play a podcast simulator for 10 minutes without getting distracted. Squirrel!
Hey, that's
Love
my
that.
thing. Okay. It's been like that forever.
THC, tomatoes exist.
Ooh.
THC, tomatoes exist at Dransky's Bait Shop. Now you're talking.
That
That's my
sounds
kind
really
of
good.
tomato.
Yeah, Bob, do a weed farm.
Yeah, there you go. There's the two farmers right there. Look at this. You have that trucker guy? You have that thing? I
Yeah,
gotta
it's in
show
the
you.
Discord for you.
Oh, I'm doing it? All right. Did you guys not hear him go, I can play the videos.
Don't worry.
And then I go,
I'm
"You go?"
very good after payday. You can
I gotta
tell me.
verify. Now I gotta just fucking play it, man. I'm not on TikTok. I don't do this shit. Jesus Christ.
The money's green, the frog is lean. Let's do
Like,
it.
what am I walking into? CIA headquarters? It's TikTok. You must sign in, must do this, must do that. Fuck off. I need to sign into the fat people dancing together. Fuck off. Sorry, Anthony. If Bob collapses after being overworked and under smoke, his body will fertilize the ground, and next spring the farm will yield a crop of tobacco. I love that.
I like undersmoked. Undersmoked is hilarious.
Yo, so look at this guy, right? This is in his house. This is a video game. This is him. This is all the shit he bought to play this game. The steering wheel, the fucking. He's got mirrors. This is great. Go ahead. Hit play on this, please.
I love looking at people's driving sim setups, but I have not seen one like this. Last time we looked at a dashboard for race car, this guy's got a trucker setup.
I mean, pause it one
with
second.
the full.
You think our better halves give us shit for doing 3 shows in a day? Imagine if they walk downstairs and I'm in a semi truck cocoon going, hold on, I'm hauling gear to Texas. Can't bother me. Oh, it's dinner. I'll pull off in a rest stop. I'll be right up.
Mommy, where's Daddy? He's on the road again, honey.
You think this
he'll be back
guy's
Wednesday.
married?
You think he's married?
Yeah, I think he's totally married, and I think that's why he does that. I think that's what inspired him to fucking do that.
No,
his screen name's Rico Trucker.
Is what that?
Rico Trucker is his.
What are the odds? Maybe he's a fan. I take it all back. You're a real man, dude. No, but I think that I think that there's certain things as a husband you do that you only do because you have a wife. Then there's things you do as a single man that you only do because you don't have a wife. Just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And escape is something that you do when you're married. Just a fact. So no, it's not saying you don't like your partner. You just need a break. Everybody needs a break. You know? So this is this guy's don't talk to me room. Leave me
Honey,
alone.
I only had the lot lizards come over because I wanted the real trucker experience.
He's the real experience. Yeah, he's got chicks blowing him in his room.
Herpes
Honey, I'm
comes
a
separately.
trucker. What do you want from me? It's a
Honey,
lifestyle.
Where are my bennies? I gotta go. We're gonna be on the road all week.
Yeah. If this guy's not married, you think he's wasting his money on this shit? He's going to what are those countries they go to and they get a wife for $37?
Thailand.
Yeah, that's where he's at.
Jersey City.
Jersey City, Ocean
Mike was
City,
real quick.
Maryland. Just
Mike
to
was
name
real
a
quick with
few.
that
Yeah, Mike was very quick. Thailand. It was like on
Thailand, I'm
Jeopardy
doing some
or
research.
something.
That's what I've heard.
Thailand, the South Side.
I love this. Hold on, the kids want me to honk. Imagine my kid going, Daddy, when are you coming up? I'm busy. And she goes, all right. And does one of these on her way out. Oh, bad. There's other what's the dumbest Froggy? What's the dumbest simulator game there is out there? Now I'm curious because power washing seems to me to be number one. Good to go for PT.
Got to go for.
Yeah, that's as far as I got too. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for the laughs. Oh, physical therapy. Got to go to physical therapy. I got it, Jay Dead.
Thought he was letting his legs write that.
Just got here. Start over. Seriously, though, which 2 homeless people got my gifted tickets to the Poughkeepsie show? Sorry, I missed it. FSJ, FKB, FRD. Well, actually, we gave them to High Pitch and Vince, so they could get in. They were not comped, so we had them use their tickets. PC building simulator is pretty fun.
I don't know about this.
So people build computers. Wow, PC building simulator. So you're building a fake computer on your computer. Man, that's wild. What else they
There's
got?
also there's some oh you have that.
Rock simulator, mother simulator. Okay, creepy. Farming. What is that?
Mr.
Mosquito. You're playing a mosquito. This is a PlayStation 2 game. You're playing a mosquito. Your task in the game is to get your mosquito fed with blood. Every level requires you to suck a certain amount of blood. What the?
There's a game in Japan where the whole point of the game is to
come on their face as many times as possible
through a vending machine.
Where you're a dad sitting with your family around the table, and they keep annoying you. And the whole point of the game is to get so angry you bang the table and flip it over. Like that's the point of the game. So. I thought I was like, I didn't know they made games about my childhood. It was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. It's called How I Divorced Your Mother. What's the fucking game called?
You get a game with my dad punching the wall. Did you do that?
Yeah. We had a mother simulator back in high school. All the girls had to carry around 5-pound bags of flour to show them what a pain babies are during prom season. Yeah. Yeah, I remember those. And then they had those, remember the little electronic things, Tamagotchis, I think they were called, and they were like these little pocket-sized
Christy Tamaguchi.
That's a baby, and it beeps. And you got to feed it, and you got to do this, you got to do that, and that was
or else it died. Yeah,
or else it died. Guess what else made it die? Not changing the fucking battery. Goat Simulator, that's a fun one. I played that. Shaken Baby Simulator, that's a different one. Homo Simulator.
I think that's yoga class.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm playing. I'll be up in a minute. All right. Give me a second. Yeah. There's a lot of Tamaguchi. Yeah. He remembers. A farmhand will do an honest day's labor for a warm meal and a signed copy of Quivers of Life. That is true.
The best.
That trucker game comes with virtual piss jugs to throw at hitchhikers. Good. About time. Can Zen get an AI partner and then share with us?
That's a fucking great idea. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'll get myself an AI girlfriend.
I love that.
It's a great idea.
You were telling me you had a weird delivery the other day.
Yeah. I mean,
what'd you deliver?
It was a fun delivery because a lot of these things are boring, but I got to deliver to a swingers party the other day. It was pretty crazy. And they didn't say it was a swingers party, but when you go there, you just, you put two and two together and you can, and you realize what. So
he was delivering a 32-pack of rubbers. He goes, they didn't tell me. He goes, I found this out for myself. Can I just ask what was in the order that you brought?
Well, it was pizza. That's the easiest thing to share.
Gotcha.
So,
besides their partners.
Besides vagina and cock. Pizza's the next thing.
And when your tip is a hand job from a 50-year-old couple, then there's something going on.
Yeah. Were there pineapples on the pizza? That's a good question.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I only ate one slice. I didn't know. I didn't try the other ones.
Do you ever try to put the pizza back together? Like you take a slice and then you make it into the round.
You make it smaller. Yeah. You make it look like you didn't take a slice of pizza.
So how did you know? Like how many people were there?
When you go to when you have an order for a hotel, it's always a little sketchy because it's either it could just be one guy by himself running from the law or whatever, but it could be anything. So you go to a hotel.
I don't think anybody's going to try and have their way with you if that's what you're.
But if it's like the Hilton or something, it's not too sketchy. But this was one of those like little red roofy kind of places.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Like it was like the really like the 1-star gross. It's really gross hotel motels. So I get there and I'm hearing commotion. It's all on the first floor. The guy who was running the place was going out of his mind. This little Indian guy, he was so pissed because people kept running up and down the hallways. There was like cigarette smoke. Like people just didn't give a fuck.
You keep the cum in the room, not
Yeah.
in the hallway.
Now I have to scotch guard the curtains. What is wrong with you?
But they don't care. Like the money's money for them. So they run these little places and they know what's going on. The people are just there to fuck. So I get there and this lady comes out.
And then you ruin that party. Go ahead.
This lady comes out and she's in a leather corset. Like she has like shorts on. Like she's not naked, but this leather bustier, like her breasts are pouring out of this thing, and she's really, I mean, again, she's like a 65-year-old woman.
Yeah,
they're not good looking. Have you ever?
It's not like the movies where you open the door and it's supermodels having an orgy fest in there.
Well, maybe the pizza took a long time to get there with Anthony.
They aged. You think they aged by then? Hold on, I want to bring in. Let's finish up the story, but let me bring in our guest, ladies and gentlemen. You know him, you love him, the one and only Mr. Jimmy Florentine.
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, crying.
What's happening, sir?
Hey, what's up? You crying?
You dropped something.
Anthony delivered to a
swingers party.
A swingers party the other
At a Red Roof Inn.
Yeah, that's where the shady shit usually goes down. Those little shitty motels.
Yeah. Well, that was the start of the Load Warriors. The Legion of Goo was at a Red Roof Inn, I believe. Was your first indie match, as they call it.
Probably something like that.
Yeah, it was definitely in a hotel.
Yeah.
Remember, you guys, Mike, you might remember too, that the Days In, Tommy Nietzsche had it up in Albany.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Comedy Works. I remember when I was doing a gig there, they were having like a swingers convention there. And me and the other comic were just. No, they weren't. There was one that was okay, and I'm like, she's gonna get fucking pounded tonight by like 12 guys.
It's like one good dish at the buffet, and everything else looks terrible.
It's like the Golden Corral of pussy.
Yeah, it was bad, and the pool was like open, and it was heated, so they were all hanging in the pool. Some were naked, and me and the comic went out there. We hung for a little bit. Like, all right, I'm going to bed. This is. I can't watch this. That's like watching Artie Fletcher fuck.
Oh, God forbid. God forbid. I'd rather watch 9/11 footage than that. Zen. So you get there. She opens the door. Tits are pouring out.
No, she came out of the hallway. She came out.
She met you in the hall.
This party was going on in the hallway.
But you're not going to set the hot one to go get the fucking food.
No,
also, you're not going to let the delivery guy onto the field. You understand?
No, but I think it was just her. I think it was just her, and it was her and like 5 black dudes. Like,
Maybe she was a coach.
Did she have a whistle? I have a whistle.
Yeah, a rape whistle.
Well, I mean, listen.
Yeah. Wait, what were you delivering? What kind of food were you delivering?
It was pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
He only ate one slice. No pineapple on it.
I ate one box.
He's delivering pizza. And and so that was it. You gave her the pizza, and she invite you. She tipped you.
Yeah, she was like, she kind of winked at me. You know, she wanted me to come in. She's like, "You want to go check out the party?" I'm like, "I think I'm going to come up a little short on this one, honey." You know, I'm not compete. I can't compete with your roster. You know,
exactly. But you should have went up there and seen for the story. God,
what do you mean?
Smell it
there.
I don't have.
Yeah, I'm with him. Next thing you know, gets clubbed in the back of the head. Yeah. All his pizza money's gone, and he wakes up with Vaseline in his ass.
No, I'm wearing
nobody
the
wants that.
With 5 guys going, "Who's that guy?" He's a tender young boy.
Yo, who brought the parole officer? Yeah, that's pretty much what.
But do you know that there wasn't any other women in the room? It was just her and 5 other dudes.
There could have been. They might have been indisposed. But the leader came down. Like this lady, she was like, you ever see those tattoos they have of the the spades, the black spades.
Yeah,
the cards. Yeah, so they're called spade queens, and they're women who go exclusively for black dudes. So. She was in full regalia and she came down, and I think it's something that people do monthly. Like they get like these parties going, because I swear to God I've delivered to more than those.
So a spade thing. Did she? Did she say? Did you hear her say "hit me"?
Well, maybe she wanted you to be the fluffer.
Yeah, oh, maybe. Maybe the black guy saw you from behind and they're like, damn, get her in here. And then they turned around, they're like, oh, no, fuck that.
The guy was not happy. The little Indian guy who ran the place was so mad. He was looking at me for help. He's just like, can you do something? I'm like, dude, I'm just delivering pizzas. I can't help you.
Show me a happy Indian guy. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, next time, just go up there, get a little view, get a little examination, come back with some recon for us. And if you get, ankle tackled and taken advantage of, so be it. It was meant to be.
That's fair.
Jimmy, good to see you, pal.
Yeah, you too. Good seeing you guys.
Yeah, you were great on WATP. I was watching you on there. Very good stuff. What you're on the road now? Where are you at? Where can people come see you? Get tickets and stuff.
Yeah, next weekend I'm in Orlando at Bonkers Comedy Club in Orlando, Florida. This weekend I'm at Saratoga Springs, New York, the Comedy Works. So, yeah, my web, JimFlorentine.com. Yeah, I was in Rochester last week, so like I did last time with Carl, I went to his house.
Yes.
Because he does it right from his house. Like, you want to come on Saturday afternoon? It's like, yeah, no problem. I did it like 18 months ago when I was back in town. I like Vinny. Vinny Paulino always opens the shows for me. He's great. So, you know.
Do you... And you do the same thing I do when I work with Vinny. Is you insult him when he brings you up, and you call him a fat fuck.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because we were all busted balls. Yeah, I go give it up to Vinny, that fat. Because he was calling himself that. I go with friends, and he calls himself that. So what's the difference?
He's a great sport, and he's a good hang, and a real nice guy.
Oh, Moonhead.
Moonhead. Yeah, Moonhead. Vinny Paulino is his new nickname that he's got. I want, we haven't talked in a minute. I wanted to fill you in. I know you're always interested in what's happening in the world of Bob. You find him just as fascinating as we do. And and so I wanted to fill you in on some highlights maybe that you haven't heard about. We've been doing the BS show for a minute, and we're learning every day something new about Bob. Here are some fun. Do we have the fun facts about Bob? Are we just telling them, or do you guys have like a graphic made? I don't remember what.
We have several graphics prepared.
Great. That's one of them. Oh, Levy's list. There we go. All right. Okay. We got the pool, right? That got taken care of finally. Have you seen the pool at all, Jim? Have you witnessed this with your own eyes? Okay. There's a shot, action shot. Bob in the summer, peak Bob. This is when he was at his happiest. Princess Pool was what he was known as. He's got a dog now. They got a new dog, a giant German Shepherd.
It's very long. It's longer than it is high. It's very long.
Bob is higher than he is long right now, but the dog is longer than he is high.
Things I got to do today. I don't get high when I gotta go and do stuff like today, because then I won't do them. Sod talk was a big time.
Bob was supposed to go to the gym today at 5 a.m. He did not. He has yet to start the gym, but
she was off. She was off today because of the fact that she,
But why do you need her to go with you to the gym?
Because we're going to go together, and we're going to start on Thursday, and then we realized she was off Thursday, so we're going to go after the chiropractor. So once I get...
I mean, just say it now. You're not going to go.
Oh, no, I'm going. I'm totally going, and then I'll probably do something else after that.
How many days a week do you think you're going to start going then?
I haven't.
With you and your wife?
With me and her, I mean, we have to find the perfect time, and so I would say 3 to 4
times a year.
Right. How about we start with one trip to the gym? How about we start with one?
We're going today. So it feels good,
He's got to go to the chiropractor today.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. It's a chiropractor that breaks you, not the ones that hit you with a fucking little hammer and it makes you sore for no reason and it doesn't do anything. So I need to be thrown around.
He's going to the chiropractor today. He cooks this chicken now.
That's great.
That everyone that sees it is disgusted by it. He swears by it.
Jim, you've had my fucking
chicken.
You've had my garlic chicken, not this one. This is puddle chicken. This is a different thing. Jim, you had my garlic chicken, remember?
Yeah. Why don't you think you haven't seen? Why do you think you haven't seen him in years?
No, but
yeah, well,
that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember it being pretty good.
Yeah.
But what? So what kind of chicken is this you're cooking now? Same
It's
thing.
just simple stuff. It's like you put garlic powder on it, onion powder, salt, pepper. And then you just put it in the oven, and it's just fucking, it's amazing.
Oh, so you're not doing it on the grill?
No, that's only for steaks, hamburgers, hot dog. I don't do chicken on there. I'm not like, I'll do the chicken after I already cooked it a little in the oven, and then throw it up there just to get a little bit of a cook to it. You know.
Have you ever seen him in action cooking?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Toast?
No, probably not.
Toast is good.
I have something really, really fun to show you. During the pandemic, Bob decided to make a cooking show. I don't know if you ever
because
saw it.
I was very pilled out.
yeah. He was super pilled out, man. Where are those videos? Find me a video.
I was getting clean from it. I think I was getting clean from it then. I don't remember exactly when I went to rehab. It could have been 18, 19. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, I don't really remember.
18, 19. It was not when you were born.
Hey-oh.
Easy, Tubby.
No, but I know Bob used to love Arby's. Do you still go to Arby's?
No, I don't like it anymore.
Oh, okay.
No, it was Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers, that's right.
The best bacon cheeseburger in the world.
Roy Rogers.
I got it, Brooke. Thank you, buddy. Here, check this out. This is Bob. You may not believe this, but this was Bob coming off of pills. All right? Get ready for this.
Welcome to Bob's Kitchen.
Look at it. You remember when he walked around with the dog collar chain?
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah,
that was only inside. I don't think I wore it out.
Oh, you knew better than to wear that shit outside in front of the comics. He's wearing a choker. Wearing a dog choker.
Bob, we cook so you don't have to. Tonight we're going to make deer loaf. You know what deer loaf is? It's deer meat. But you also have to have fresh garlic cut up. As you can see, I'm cutting it up right now. And my onions.
Jim, it's all cut up already. He's doing nothing. He's adding nothing to it. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Who cut those onions up? Your wife, Bob?
No comment. We can't blow the secret of this.
Yeah, see, I just can't see Bob having the patience to cook and put everything together. I don't.
Oh. This morning, he says his dream is to live on a farm. Listen to this fucking
It
shit.
always has been.
Yeah, to live on a farm. Hold on. I got to close that. To live on a farm. And he goes, the animal. I go, you're going to be up 4 o'clock in the morning, 3. He goes, no, the animals will be on my schedule. He thinks they're pets. He thinks he's going to spade and neuter farm animals, and he's not going to have an issue with anything. It's unbelievable.
And you're going to be cleaning up shit all the time? You have no problem with that on a farm?
Well, I clean up the dog shit now and throw it over the fence. So, I mean, it'll be a little more work, but it's worth it, you know?
You know how he cleans shit at home, Jim? He puts it in a bag and like Thor, he spins it around and he tosses it over his fence to the neighbor's
I don't put it in a
yard.
bag.
You just throw it over.
Get it on, it's
use your hands. Yeah.
No, I scoop it in a fucking thing and I throw it over like a highlight player.
Why? Oh, because you don't like your neighbor?
No, there's enough space. There's a lot of space, and I'm not gonna. What am I gonna put in a bag and put it on the side of the house? And the flies come. I keep the flies on the other side.
So his mentality is, oh yeah, he's into tea and honey. You know what? Get the toast video ready. That one.
Wait,
that
tea and honey?
Well, yeah, it's just a great
tea
taste
with
together.
honey. And he likes toast now too in the morning.
Who doesn't like toast, man? If you know how to make toast perfectly and it comes up perfect, it's a good fucking thing.
Bob,
for when
if
you're
you like
in a quick
toast,
run.
people can like toast. You just don't brag about it. You just got to keep it to yourself.
Toast is good. Toast doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah, but there's probably THC in that tea.
No, there's not. Otherwise, I'd be drinking it. I could understand.
There's THC in these.
He's got his little THC cookies, but his thing is he puts honey in it, but not just. Okay, first let's get to the sugar. he doesn't use a spoon for sugar. He uses his hand. He grabs a handful of sugar and puts it in his tea. So he just jams his hand into the sugar. It was
tasty.
Yeah. Then he puts honey in it. Right. He got a big one of those squeeze jars of honey. Jeaner told me he finished the honey in 3 weeks. Like, how do you go through honey that fast? How are you able to drink the tea with that much honey in it?
It's
like
not
mud.
easy. It's like glue.
Yeah, but
It
so you
tastes
put
really good.
So Bob, you put sugar, a handful of sugar, and then honey also on top of that.
Yeah, and then I put the water in it, and then I stir it because if you put the tea bags in, like it'll just get stuck to it. So you have to know how to do it.
But why do you need that much sweetener in there? That's a lot.
I started with the tea with the honey because I thought I was getting sick, but I wasn't. So, and now I'm hooked on it. I get hooked on shit.
His immune system is low since he stopped eating assholes with blue cheese. So he has to keep himself inoculated with.
Speaking of, I had a meeting last night with somebody in showbiz. I can't believe I was talking to them about this, but I was talking to them about a documentary I want to make. Jim, I'd like your help with this. Called The Greatest Closer. And here's how it starts. It opens with Bob in his backyard throwing shit over the fence, playing with his long dog, the aches, the pains, and then cut to him with his arm around a chick's waist, face buried, ears deep into her asshole, coming out with blue cheese, spitting it into the air and saying, "You guys have been great. Good night." And that's the documentary. We get testimonials from all of you guys that have seen. It's a closing bit that has never been done before, will never be done again. It was a time where people were like, "Hey, I'm okay with my wife or girlfriend going up there and you sliding into her asshole like Pete Rose." Well, USA. That's the documentary I want to make. Your thoughts, Jim Florentine.
That sounds good. I mean, that sounds like that would be a great documentary. And I was there for the first night ever that he did it. So
please take us back to that night if you can. Yes, ground zero. Take us back to that night. Where do you remember what city you were in and how it came about?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah.
You never forget.
It was it was a Holiday Inn. I think it was a Holiday Inn. It snowed that night. It snowed that night, so the show got canceled. Or maybe there was like four. Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 people there, and the guy decided not to do the show. So we were just hanging out with the 4 or 5 people that showed up. And this hot black chick, I don't know if she came to the show or maybe she just walked in. Maybe she was staying at the hotel. She came into the room. We're just hanging. We're drinking with her, and then somehow it got on the conversation. I don't know how. Hey, listen, how much money?
Well, she needed money. Remember, she wanted money for something, and we go, let's see if we can come up with money, with some idea.
Right. So we said, how about Bob eats blue cheese out of your ass? And she's like, well, how much? And then we got $37 together. She did it for $37, and she was hot too. I mean, solid, like a Whitney Houston. She looked Whitney Houston in her prime. That's what she looked like.
And you know what's crazy? That's probably the most anybody's ever made for that bit, because after that, nobody got paid.
Right. Nobody got paid.
Well, Vince Neil paid $500 in Vegas
to have you eat his ass out.
Yeah, no, some girl that was with $500.
Yeah, that's good of him. That's nice. So she agrees to the $37, and this is Bob's first time doing it. Do you remember?
Nervous.
Yeah, do you remember what it was like?
You remember, Jim? They didn't have. If you don't know about the South back then, if you wanted like something, it was in those little packages. You remember?
Like the condiment packs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jim had to open them all up.
That's the thing. This thing doesn't happen on its own. You need a good number 2 to back you up. Bob's sitting there getting ready. His arms are up. He's playing to the crowd. He's like a wrestler at the top of the ramp. He's like, "You ready? You ready?" And meanwhile, the pourer's sitting there going, "You're fine. This will be over in just a second." As you're pouring condiments into a woman's ass crack.
Did I pour it in her? I did.
Yeah, one by one. one by one. It was
That's
the
smart.
weirdest.
You didn't even put them all together and then pour it. You just
I
let it
don't
all,
remember,
right?
but I just remember her being super hot. I'm like, I can't believe this woman's saying okay to this. It was $37. We weren't making that much money, and that's all I had. I'm like, fuck it. We just, between the 3 or 4 of us that were hanging out, we scrounged up 37 in cash.
Now, Bob, this is more a question for you, but when that bit is over and everything's done, do you say to yourself, I'm going to do this again? Is there any acknowledgement that this could be a closing bit?
Never.
How does it go from that one time to it being a regular thing?
Well, it started after that. The next night, we end up doing a show, and the rumor got all around town. It was even a local radio guy. Yeah. And I go on stage. I get a standing ovation, and now they went to stores and have bottles of blue cheese, and I'm like, this is not happening. And
You think it was like Bert after the first time he took his shirt off, and now the next time he goes on stage, he goes, "Fuck, I guess I got to take my shirt off again." He's like, "All right, fuck it."
But then Jim and Casey talked about it, and Howard got wind of it, and that was the first time it started there. I don't think I did it. I don't remember if I did it afterwards or whatever, but once it got on the Stern Show, then he interviewed me with that. He called. I think it was a phone call.
Yeah.
And then I sat in there, and then once we started doing shows, it became at every show for a long time.
I think, didn't you do it that night, the next night when they were holding up the blue cheese bottles, or no?
I don't remember that part.
Okay, because we went on like a popular morning show the next day with like the club owner, and we started talking about it, so it got around the whole town. And I forgot about that. All these guys showed up with blue cheese bottles, were holding it up when he went on stage.
That's what it is. It's not lighters. People hold up lighters for or they hold up blue cheese bottles.
My favorite part of the whole bit is he's just covered in blue cheese. He's a mess, coked out of his mind, and he goes into the mic and he goes, "You guys been great. Drive home safe. Thank you. Take care. You call your mothers. Take care of yourselves."
But it was weird to be able to like do it at like Caroline's, like, you know what I mean? Like that was weird because of the fact that Caroline's was the top club at the time, right? Probably in the world,
in the
maybe.
City? Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, yeah, the Cellar was more of like an industry spot, and then Caroline's was like more mainstream at that time. I would say more tourists and people would know of Caroline's than the Cellar. I think. Back then.
Didn't Caroline's tell you not to do it the next night, or no?
No.
Okay.
He was very happy. He look, we're selling out 11:30 shows.
I know.
Something like that every time, and that's the whole thing. It was like people, they let us do anything because we were on Howard. You know what I mean? Because we get the mention, so they would let us do anything.
They couldn't volunteer their women fast enough for this bit. It was unbelievable. I mean, Jim, you remember it was married guys. It was guys, boyfriends of girls. It was never a single chick that came up and goes, "I'll let you do this." It was always some dude shoving his wife up there.
It's crazy how they did that. Like, that's, no guy wants his girl cheating on him. That's kind of cheating that it's some stranger is eating blue cheese out of your ass. It's got a half naked. But, listen, I just did this place in New Jersey called the Denellen Theater.
Oh, sure.
So I haven't been there in forever or whatever like that. And I went in there and the owner goes, last time you were here was like 2006 or something like that, somewhere around then. He goes, it was you, Artie Lang, and Bob Levy. He goes, Artie got arrested for pissing out back, for peeing in public outside the theater right before he went on. Well, he got a citation. Bob Levy ate blue cheese out of a girl's ass, and my parents were there. And they had no idea this was going on. Then they own that little theater. They own the whole theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had no idea it was going to happen. And then after the show, Bob called my mother a cunt, so he could never come back.
What, is she still alive? I mean, I should be able to come back.
I think she is, but Bob Levy called my mom a cunt, so he can never come back. He goes, "We'll take Artie back, and we'll take you back, but no Bob Levy." This all happened that one night.
So fucking funny.
And it wasn't even from the
hilarious.
stage. He wasn't. He didn't call her cunt from the stage like he's working the crowd. He did it off stage.
Backstage, probably in the green room.
Probably because she was
warming up.
probably because she was saying, "What the fuck are you doing on my theater?" You
Right.
just, you know.
Yeah.
There's a
Blue
sexual
cheese
assault. There's a
I know.
sexual assault happening, followed by drive home safe, guys. Thanks.
I know.
We've had this conversation before. We were trying to find some venues to do recently, and I said, "Well, how about blah blah blah? How about this one with this guy?" He goes, and Bob goes, "Nah, I threatened to kill him once."
Those days were what? So it brings me back to this. A couple weeks ago, Bob sitting here, new age Bob, older, wiser Bob, is sitting here explaining to us how he's a big fan of toast and tea these days, and a fan, a gentleman by the name of Scalzo Photo. He put together a little video to show Bob of today versus the Bob we were on tour with. Tell me if any of this looks familiar to you, Jim.
Toast. I'm on a toast run again. I get hooked on shit for a little while.
Isn't it crazy how you go from doing coke off a hooker's C-section scar to making toast?
To bragging about how good toast is in your life.
Please get out of
Pause it. How many weekends were we hanging with that Bob, huh?
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember that, Bob. Yeah.
Woo! Into the everything scream. Remember, he would take his dick out and start spinning it and make people leave the green room, like he
Do the helicopter, yeah, because I remember me, Artie was like, "Who are these people back here?" And Bob goes, "I'll get him out of here," and he whipped his dick out and started spinning it around. Artie's like, "You didn't have to do that. What the fuck is wrong with you?" He goes, "I had to get him out of here, Artie."
Yeah, he goes, I know what I'll do. I'll turn into a prop plane and come at him with a propeller of cock.
Fun, Bob. Fun, Bob.
Wow. That is my favorite. The kick followed by the Ric Flair scream, "Coke to the gills." Bring it back a little bit. I got to see that scream again. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
I'm out of control.
I cooked perfectly. Huge fan.
Show the helmet. Show the helmet. Look, he's making people eat plants. He goes, eat this, you motherfucker. He's just giving people shit to put in their mouth. And then back to the toast.
Toast Bob stinks. Thank you, 76.
He really does.
Remember that, people.
Toasting bread is all in the settings, according to me.
You have to have the right setting. It comes out perfect every time. I don't know what you put it on, but it's perfect. I'm having some tea. I love my tea, and put honey in it now for the winter.
Wow. Craig here.
Her people would play.
It's like record shop. Go into a dispensaries angry. Buy it.
Hi, I'm Tristan.
No smoking, bunny.
Is today
not.
today?
Today's today.
All right, today's the last day, bunny.
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 Bunny and money. Look at a little mix. Fucking man. Night and day. That's what I'm saying, man. Thank you, Scalzo. Great
How
job.
horrible did we feel on Sundays after these gigs?
Oh,
truthfully?
my
I mean,
God.
it was work, Jim. It was not only a show, but the show was before the show, after the show. Casey went to Nutty Pizza Box thing.
But or if we had another show, if we were doing a Friday, Saturday.
Oh, it was brutal.
I felt bad for any server in whatever diner we walked into on Saturday morning before either having to drive or fly to the next gig. All of us are just fucking hammered, miserable, hungover. We got Beetle with us. We got the Iron Sheik with us. It's just a fucking circus walking in to a goddamn Denny's at 9 o'clock in the morning. But How crazy is it? You look back on those times now, and you're like, "Fuck, I missed those. I wish I was rooming with Beetlejuice right now." Man, that was maybe not that far, but it was fun. It was a blast. Never a dull.
None of the stuff that happened any weekend probably could be happening anywhere at a club these days. You know, I don't think so.
That's really that's the main point behind this documentary, other than you did a bit where you ate blue cheese out of people's asses, is, everybody always says Blazing Saddles, can't make that movie today, and it's like, this is a bit that nobody ever thought of doing ever. So nobody's ever done it. And for sure, you will never see this again.
And even people that weren't witness to it, comedians they'll have stories about when they heard about it.
Everybody's heard the legend, right? I'm sure, Jim, people will come up to you and be like, "Is that true? Does he really do that on stage?"
Oh yeah. I mean, even, I remember the House of Blues in Atlantic City. I think Colin Quinn helped pour the blue cheese in a girl's ass.
There's a picture of it, and we might even have it.
Yeah, Colin loved the bit. He couldn't believe it. He's like, "This is insane."
As insane as that tour was, Colin loved traveling and doing shows with Bob and Beetle and myself, and that's where he came up with. We're walking into the gig. We're in the parking lot, and he turns around, he looks, he goes, "We look like a retarded Dave Matthews Band." And he wasn't wrong. So, it was fucking amazing times.
We had shows like, I remember we did, Jim, it was me, you, Otto, Nick DiPaolo, and Colin. And I think that was the AC was that. And we were doing that for a little while, and that was insane.
Yeah.
We got KC coming on tomorrow. I want to talk to him about it. Remember KC's comedy shows with his buddies? There was one dude, I think his name was Sean.
Yeah.
He used to put pantyhose on his head like he was robbing the place. And he would just get up there and start screaming at everybody.
Sean Sexton.
Yes,
Sean Sexton, yes. That was the fucking weirdest shit.
And you look at what's his name now. The other guy is like, he's a family guy now.
Of course.
Scott Demo.
Scott Demo, yep.
Yeah, he's like a family guy now. He's just posting pictures of the kid. Like, it's so weird that what it was like comedy back then. It really was something like almost like a rock concert.
Brett's Hollywood Show. Get Florentine to tell the shitting in his boss's car story. Legitimately the greatest story ever told. I mean, do you want to tell it, or are you sick of telling it?
No, it was on a construction site. I don't know if it wasn't my boss, because my brother was my boss, but it was another contractor that I didn't like. He was a dick.
Right.
And we were working building this house, and I was just, picking up shit. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But he left his car. He left the job for some reason. He left his car at the job site, and it was unlocked. So every morning I would save it, and I'd go in his car, and I'd just fucking sit over the front seat and just shit into the back seat. I probably took like 12 shits in the guy's car as it sat out front. And then the guy wound up coming. I remember he's screaming at my brother. My brother's like, "Look, I don't know who did it." He's like, my brother's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" My brother didn't know I was doing it. I just didn't like the guy. So the other guys that I work with knew what I was doing. I said, "Don't tell my brother what I'm doing." But then he found out. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I don't know. I didn't like the guy. So I had a shit. So I might as well do it in his car.
It really was such a eye-opening moment for me, getting to know Jim and hang out with him, knowing that he loves pranking, and I was a big fan of the terrorizing telemarketers and Meet the Creeps, and now I'm hanging out with him, and I realized it hit me when we were driving to a gig. This guy does more pranks that he doesn't document and film than the ones he does.
Yeah, it's nonstop.
He's addicted. Totally he can't stop. He's a child, and I learned all that within my first week. The minute he locked my windows in the car, turned on the heater, and then the smell of shit just surrounded me, and I'm just like, and he just looks at me and goes, what's wrong? What's wrong? It's infuriating to ask me what's wrong when you know, because you did it. Made me nuts. Bob, if you get a tractor, get a stuttering John Deere, no diesel cost, as it's fueled solely by sad desperation. Get out. Started listening at the beginning of the show. Real weird. You're talking about putting pets down. We had to put our cat down this morning. I do apologize for the downer, but you guys keep me smiling. Hey, man, We've all
Sorry
been there.
about that. Yeah.
You know,
It's
these things
horrible.
got a shelf life. Nothing you can do about it. You know. Hey Jim, when you coming back to Long Island?
Here he
Very
is.
USA.
Yeah, I'm
You
at
are.
Governor's February 23rd, 24th. I'll be there.
All right, there you go. February
Who do-
23rd, 24th, Governors in Long Island, Mr. Jim Florentine. Tickets at jimflorentine.com.
How's Randy doing at the Black Box?
I haven't been there in a while. I'm going to do it again in June.
It was the funniest thing. I was there with Fletcher. Remember when he did that? Me and him were just out for a little while. And it's just me and him. And he goes, we're going to do 45 minutes each. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And he's up there. And Randy comes in the back. He goes, how long is this fucking guy going to stay on the thing? He goes, no. Tomorrow he does 15 and you do an hour. He goes, he's fucking flipping out.
So the booker never asked him to do 45. He just decided he was going to do. That's great. That's great.
But it was a fun time. I got to go to the chiropractor. I will see you. It's good to see you, Jim.
Yeah, good seeing you too, man.
Continue kicking ass, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye,
today.
Bobby.
Bye, Bobby.
Enjoy the gym.
Good luck at the gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, we didn't get to his hernia.
There's Bob's hernia. Delivering pizzas during the Super Bowl equals tip money. Everything during the Super Bowl. When I was dealing blackjack, that was when we made the most money. Super Bowl weekend in the casinos. Morning,
Mike,
dude.
Mike usually comes to my Super Bowl party.
Yeah,
right?
it's always
it's a little out of control, right?
By the end of the game, there's somebody passed out with a dick drawn on their face.
Yeah. Oh,
it's not me usually.
I would rather pass out in prison than at a Jim Florentine event. All right, this is the last thing you want to do is pass out around Florentine. Trust me.
His family, his friends are like the best, man. They're out of control.
They're fucking animals.
Like I talk to my wife about it from time to time, but I'll always be like, man, Jim's like one of the best dads on earth. Like his kid is so cool, and Jim has just been a great dad with his kid. Your kid still doing stand up or what? Last time I heard, no, he's over it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. He's hanging out with his friends. He's playing basketball. He's on the basketball team. He's staying over. None of those kids are in the comedy. Then he was doing music. He was taking music lessons. He was really good. On a guitar, keyboard, singing, and making up words and shit too. But yeah, I'm not going to push it on him.
They're on to something else, man. Every week they're like, they got a new passion. They got a new fun thing they're doing,
Yeah, so I don't want to push it on him if he's not. None of his kids are into it, so it's just like he might be embarrassed at this point. Before he didn't care when he was super young, but he might go back to it at some point. But I always think do I really want him? A life as a comic. He's at a Holiday Inn in fucking Oklahoma City for 3 days. Some Holiday Inn off the highway, and you can only eat at the Subway that's right next to the Holiday Inn, and you just wait for the show that night. It's a lonely existence.
It really is. It's the worst, and it's like. It's a solo sport. The minute you try to include other people in it, it all gets fucked up. It's a solo sport. It's like you have to be depressed and alone on the road to do that.
Right, driving to gigs in the middle of the night, saving money on the hotel, sleeping in your car, doing all that shit. So
that's another thing is that like if you have an overnight, if you're doing a 2-nighter, you wake up. It's probably like the afternoon. Even if you wake up at like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, you still have like 8 hours before the show starts.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting there. You got nothing to do, nowhere to go.
And if you don't have any money, you'll get the hotel room for the one night. Hopefully you can get a late checkout to maybe stay till like 1. And then you got from 1 to 8 o'clock, you just got to hang out in town.
You go to the mall if there's one.
Yeah, mall or just, do whatever and, hang out till the show and then drive home after the show. So.
Morning, dudes. Why does Mike look like Dracula's gay son? I want to suck your cock.
I eat cock.
Hey, Kim Florentine. Listen to an old Stern clip last night where Bob was threatening to murder Dan the song parody man repeatedly. The good old days. Hi, bro. Kim.
I don't remember that when he was fighting with Dan.
I mean, I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
At some point, everybody gets a turn over there. So I don't doubt that and threatening to kill someone does sound like Bob.
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed in his older years.
So Jim, do you think it'd be worth doing a show or two just dedicated to Artie Fletcher? Because he is fascinating.
I do. Enough people know who he is.
I mean, I think it would be a good way to introduce him to the
Right. I think it's a good starting point to get
True.
people to, and he's wildly entertaining.
Mhm.
There's never a dull moment with that guy. There's never something you see coming. That's for sure. So,
and there's plenty of stories, plenty of videos, and
yeah, he sounds fascinating too.
Mhm.
I think the audience would get a kick out of him. I don't know if
It's
he would get a kick out of it, but
It's amazing that he's still alive.
yeah,
I mean, he's probably like 68 years old now.
right, at least,
Right,
yeah.
Mike? Somewhere around there?
Yeah, he was a few years older than me.
So 68, I mean, and just what he's done to his body and what he's done over the years is crazy. But I saw him about a year ago when I was in Tampa. We went for lunch.
Mhm.
You know, he's still the same Artie. Ugh, that's horrible. Ugh. But, you know, he was a little slower, walking a little slower, a little gingerly. But other than that, he was still the same Artie.
Wow.
he's one of those guys where I'm like, people will either love the shit out of his show or hate it more than anything else.
Well,
There's
it's
not
usually
going to be any middle
usually one
ground.
more than the other.
Yeah.
I remember Artie was hosting a show one time. He was emceeing, and it was like these two girls in the front, like right in the dead center front, right?
Yeah.
So he's hitting on them the whole time as he's doing his MC set. And then he brings me on, and he sits right with the girls, right in the front seat, just trying to pick them up while I'm on stage talking to him right in the front row. I'm like, Artie, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, please, I'm trying to get laid. Please, just go on. Go, do your time. Don't worry about me. Meanwhile, the whole room's distracted.
Right.
Like the guy that was just on stage is sitting right in the front, flirting with these two girls.
And he has that voice. He can't whisper.
No.
Hey, friggin' Mark's friggin'. I love that I got to see so many of those shows back in the good old days. Great memories. Great to see you, Jim.
Oh, yeah, I love Mark's friggin'. I haven't seen him in a while. Mark, come out to one of my shows sometime.
Yeah, we just saw him at the dojo.
dojo,
We did a thing at the dojo, and Mark came out for that. It was great to see him. I mean, talk about a thankless job this guy did for years, just out of pure passion and love of the show. He archived, I mean, decades of this show.
It was
amazing
insane.
work.
I used to always read it
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah, it was great.
Flight returned yesterday due to passenger farting. This is an actual story. I saw it in the Post. This guy, somebody sent it to me, and I said, "This is Florentine's dream." Like people say, you know, what's your dream in life? Florentine's dream is to get a flight to turn back around and go back to where they took off because the guy cannot stop farting, and it's brutal.
It's so funny. I just told that story to my son yesterday.
Yeah.
That me and, you know, your arch nemesis, Stuttering John, Nick DiPaolo, and Modi are on like one of those 50-seat Embraer jets on United. Yeah. 2 seats on one on the other, 50 seats. There's probably about 22 people on the flight. We're coming back from, I don't know where it was, maybe Kansas City. In the morning, Sunday morning, we're hungover, whatever. I start farting, and John's like, "Oh man," he goes, "Yeah, I'll beat you." We both start farting, right? Meanwhile, I remember at one point there was 6 different arms in the air reaching for the air. I took a picture of it. I got to find that picture. 6 arms reaching for the air. I remember some black woman from like 7 rows up. She goes, "I didn't pay for this." Just screaming. Modi was sleeping like 7 rows back from where we were in one of those single seats. I remember him sleeping. He just woke up and goes, "You guys are fucking animals." Like that. I'll never forget it. So I went to the bathroom because I was laughing so hard because John was actually standing in the aisle farting. Like at least I did it in my seat.
Right.
Of course.
John didn't care, and he's waving him to Nick, and they're going all over. So the woman, I go to the bathroom in the back, and I open the door when I'm done, and the flight attendant there, she goes, "Listen, I know what you and your friend are doing. I already informed the captain. If you guys do it one more time, we're landing the plane. We're landing the plane." And I was like, "Oh shit! All right, you know." And then I just told John, I go, "John, they're going to land." And we held them in the rest of the flight. I'm still mad to this day. I told my son he was dying. I'm still mad to this day because we would have been on the news that these 2 fucking idiots landed a plane because of their fart. She said, "The captain already knows. One more time, we're landing the plane."
Oh my God.
That was the warning we got.
It's when you grab the PA system and just fart in it so the whole plane can hear it. And then go, "Now turn us around. Take me to jail." Good.
That could be my biggest regret in life. that I didn't let one more out.
I believe you. I believe
Yeah,
you. I know how
just look her
passionate
right,
you
just
are.
look her right
about
in the eye, right? Look her right in the eye and lift your leg. You know?
It's like everybody talks about getting a time machine to go back and kill Hitler and do that. Jim would go back and fart one more time after that warning. That's what he would.
I know. It's like it's something to tell. I could tell the grandkids. I don't have a college diploma to show them.
Oh yeah,
right.
It's like you want to be able to tell that story, and then somebody goes, "Did you do another one?" And you go,
I know. And I said no. I don't know why.
"Hey."
I mean, would they have put me on the no-fly list? You think?
This
Probably
was,
not.
first of all, this was pre 9/11, right?
No, it was after. It was probably 2004.
You might have been tased on that motherfucker. There's probably an air marshal there, and he's like, "Look, I'm here for terrorism, not
Right,
people
I know,
farting."
I know.
Trying to get him involved.
It's like you guys are like a splinter cell. Like she's going up to the pilot, like we have a situation, we have a problem.
Can you imagine having to go to the captain? The guy's in the middle of flying a fucking plane. He's got everybody's lives in his hands, and they go, "Sorry to bother you, Captain. There are 3 gentlemen that will not stop farting in Roseland." I'll get right on that. Yeah. Bob Levy's an American hero, Space Chief. Thank you. Rico Boom, Bomb's going to the gym like he's quitting smoking. Oh, please. He said last week he was tired from imagining the workouts he's going to be doing in the gym. Running through a scenario in his mind, he needed to go take a nap after. So I wouldn't hold my breath for the gym stuff. Bobby, I have 7 acres of timber in the country, no animals, and I guarantee you would fold in 24. Yeah, this whole farm thing he's talking about today. The guy's wearing copper socks these days. Have you heard about this?
No.
He got a pair of copper socks, and he's wearing them. He goes, "This is." As soon as Bob finds something that everybody else has had access to, he always does it. He goes, "This is the greatest fucking thing ever." Like he starts explaining it to you as if you've never heard of this thing. He's the only one who just discovered it. He goes, "Copper socks, they're amazing. Compression copper socks. I feel great. I feel great." 5 minutes in the show, he's like, "Everything fucking hurts. Everything hurts."
The moon.
Oh, the moon. Oh, the moon affects him now.
The
He's gonna
moon?
Yeah.
What is he? What is he, a chick?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, Jim, this was supposed to be an intervention. He ran away. He's got the moon. He's going to a chiropractor. He's going to start doing yoga, he says. Yogurt.
If I ever hear a woman say about the moon affects or whatever, I just run. They're fucking crazy. Any chick that talks about, because of the moon, as I, the moon with the retrograde with the fucking, you're single and you're miserable and no one wants to be. There's a reason you don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, but also moon chicks are crazy in bed too. That's the other thing. So because they're already crazy, so that crazy transfers over to the bedroom. Sometimes, not every time.
Sometimes.
They're big fat moonies. Then it ain't gonna add. There's no
like
point.
Jupiter is on the rise, so like you can totally put it in my ass right now if you wanted to.
Bob, you're gonna lose your feet to sugars. This sweet thing, really. Husey, hey Jim, you effing C word. Let us know what you've heard about AC/DC's 2024 tour. Also, does Back in Black remind you of Robin Quivers? You know what? You bundle of sticks.
Oh, that was Husey from Ireland. Oh, yeah. Supposedly AC/DC was supposed to tour. They're supposed to do some festivals over in Europe and the United States, some stadiums, but nothing's been announced. But the rumor is that they are. But it's weird they haven't announced anything in like 3 months since they did that one show.
I went. Last concert I went to was Amano Marth and Ghost out here in Nashville. Went and saw that with my daughter. She's 13 now, and her first concert was Amano Marth at 6. I took her. I remember your son. How old was he? It wasn't Slipknot his first concert.
No, it was Zach Wilde, but he's seen Slipknot like 3 times. He's seen Lamb of God twice. He wants to go see Pantera.
That's the other thing. So in April, Pantera and Lamb of God are performing out here, and I'm taking my girl to see that. But fucking Pantera, the last time I saw him was at the Thomas and Mack Center in Vegas. I don't even remember the year, but Phil was so fucking wasted. They did about 28 to 30 minutes, and then he just walked off, and everybody went apeshit. But I swear to you, Jim, The 28 minutes of them on stage was maybe the best fucking metal show I've ever seen in my life. They were unfucking believable.
They were on fire. I mean, yeah, I saw them a bunch of times before Vinny and Dime passed away. You know, they were on Ozfest every year.
Yes.
So they would play. But, you know, I saw them, you know, a couple times before Phil had major back problems. He had like a disc. So he was doing heroin to ease the pain and pills and shit. So he's slurring his words on stage. The guys just wanted to play. It was awkward because they're all standing there and Phil's just babbling for like 10 minutes in between songs. Like, come on, let's just fucking play a song. We don't have that much time.
That's what happened in Vegas. And they got into it on stage, the band, and he just fucking walked off. And people wanted to riot. And it was fucking wild, man. It was... I can't wait to see him now. And who's playing guitar for him now?
Zach Wilde.
Zach Wilde? Okay, that's what I thought.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Charlie Benante from Anthrax is on drums. And they were Vinny and Dime's good friends. So,
yes,
you know, those are the two guys to do it.
The greatest strip club I've ever been to was when we were in Texas. I think it was Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Or Houston. I don't remember. Dallas.
Yeah, Vinny and Dime owned the strip club. I forget what it's called. Why am I forgetting it? But yeah, it was great. He took everybody went there after a show. Vinny and Dime took me there one time. It was there till like 6 in the morning. It was insane.
We're there with Beetlejuice and fucking all these idiots, and they treated us like kings over there. And I'll never forget the stripper with a 3-foot mohawk spiked up. Almost broke my dick in half. I mean, it was one of the best lap dances ever. It was a mosh pit lap dance. I'd never been a part of something like that. But man, those guys were so fucking nice. Vinny, in particular, I remember just being a sweetheart of a guy. And I played that club that Dimebag died in. And when I was there, this was like a year or two after he got killed. They still had the bullet holes in the wall. Like they didn't patch over them. They're fucking nuts.
The Alla Rosa Club. They demolished it. They tore it down. But you played there? Yeah, I got an offer to play it. I just couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, I didn't make the connection until I got there, and the guy's like, "You know what happened here, right?" And I'm like, "Oh shit." Oh, and he goes, "Yeah, bullet holes are still right here." And he like gives me a tour. I'm like, "The fuck, patch over this shit, dude. What are you doing?" Oh, Cardiff Electric, Jim Florentine. Who's next? Chappelle. Enough with these A-listers. We are used to watching losers on this show. I'm sorry, Cardiff. Cardiff's a big fan of yours. Hey, Jim, I need your help. If you remember being on it, but I've been trying to get Shuli to listen to Laszlo's K-Rock show with cousin Ed, Reed Trucker, and Big Wayne.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that guy, Big Wayne. He was really funny. Shit, I don't even know where those tapes are. Yeah, Laszlo, the guy who did all the the video game.
The Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. He used to have a show on K-Rock. Yeah, Rockstar. Yeah, I did a couple voices on it or whatever. But I know he had a show with this guy, Big Wayne. It was great. I think Big Wayne died, but it was fucking amazing. I don't know how long the show went for, but you brought back good memories.
Mike V is a bit of a Cosby nut. Did Jim ever work with Cosby? Does he plan to? Mike V.
No, I couldn't work with Cosby. I mean, the third word I say on stage is cunt. So, he works clean.
Oh, I like that you think that's the biggest issue is your language. How about the fact that he's raping chicks and you gotta come out and go, how's everybody doing tonight? Like it's just a normal show. You go, guys, keep your arms and legs away from Bill while he's on stage, please. Would Bob ever eat blue cheese out of Cosby's ass? If the check clears, I'm sure he would.
Of course.
Can some motherfucker donate a membership to me and the cause? Help Mike out, will you guys? Bob's long dog farm. Have I told you how long our dogs are? Some might say that's no dog, that's a cow. We now also sell Rob Saul's Red Rocket milk. There you go, dang lizard. Jim, opinion on cancer jokes. Pro or con?
Pro.
Yeah. It's got to be funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Is Crackfinger still around? Yes, he's around. He goes to my Super Bowl party every year. And Mike, I think you drew on his stomach last year, didn't you?
I probably did.
Yeah, you drew something on his stomach. I forget because he had that big gut.
Yeah.
Remember with a black magic marker on my party? Yeah. But yes, Crackfinger's still around. He hasn't done Crackfinger in a while. Maybe he'll bring it out for this Super Bowl if someone passes out.
And then
because what he would do, he would stick. Someone passes out, he would stick a finger all the way in his ass, and it was really bad. The smell was awful. Stick away and then put it under their nose like a smelling salt to wake them up. And if they didn't wake up with that, then he would rub it on their gums.
Oh, God.
That was his finishing move.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty legendary Super Bowl party.
Never disappoints.
So lonely on the road, so I just sit and stroke the cause. I told you, it's all Cosby with this guy. 24. Does Jim have any Pete DiLorenzo story? You familiar with Pete?
Yeah. I used to do gigs with him. I just remember he had that long voicemail. His voicemail. No, his answer machine was about all his credits. I'm doing a movie with Jackie Mason right now. I can't get to the phone. I got another one coming out. It was all and you couldn't fast forward it. I remember it. I was paying he was a booker, so I was paying 40 cents a minute at the time. I'm like, dude, fucking, I'm trying to hit a button, please. I just want to leave a message.
And he talks about his upcoming his single. His single. They all remind me of you. Available on whatever records.
He's plugging. He did his answering machine was just an infomercial when you called him.
It was amazing. It went, because I think he had a minute to leave a message. At 58 seconds, he goes, leave a message. So I had to sit through that. They go, look, I'm open next weekend. You got any fucking shit gigs for me?
We love watching his stand-up. It is such a joy to watch his stand-up. It is so the impressions.
But there's no video of him on stage. It's all in a club. It's all on the public access TV
Joe
shows.
Franklin and all these other public access shows. It's the only time you go up.
So if anybody has any, please. It's like
the
holy grail.
You guys remember when Joe Franklin owned Charlie O's? They had the Joe Franklin Comedy Club in the back of Charlie O's on West 8th Street.
No, I don't remember that.
In Midtown. I remember he came in one time and I was on stage and I was doing real dirty and he looks around, he just put his hands up and he just walked out. He was so upset. But he was dumb. But then he was like some zombie just walking around New York City. I didn't nobody really knew who he was anymore. But I guess apparently he was this big deal years ago.
Well, I mean, he had some traction, I guess, and
back in the 60s and shit. He was he had his own talk show, right? He was
70s and 80s. Yeah, it was kind of a campy thing. You'd watch it, ironically because it was.
Oh, okay. So it was a public access thing. Is that what it was?
Well, it was on Channel 9. It was I don't know if, probably across the country. So it was a time when Channel 9 in Secaucus, they had Downey Jr. was there, Richard Bay show. They had some shows on there, and Joe was one of those.
Hey, do you know what happened at New York Comedy Club last night or the other night? There's this video out of Mark Normand on stage. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see this? Hold on, let me get this. I want to play this because it's fucking weird. I'm not sure if this is. Well, I don't think it's a bit, but relax, Lila. Stop it. So this is Mark Normand on stage at New York Comedy Club. And some people walk up on stage, and then they escort him out, and then they come back. Then the staff comes back in and tells everybody to get out. But they're all freaked out. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right. Oh, geez. Hey, how are? What do we got? Migrants here? Hey, what's going on? Oh, geez. Everything all right? Just want to make sure everybody's good here. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Hey, anything can happen at a comedy show. That was some kind of weird swinger sex party thing. Oh, God. Somebody got tased. Oh,
yeah, it sounded like something happened in that hallway, some sort of shoving or something. It's weird.
Wait. Oh, wait, whoa. I really froze there. I went to Mitch McConnell. All right. Okay.
Look at him. They just whisk him off stage.
Like the president when there's a terrorist attack, Mr. President, you have to come with us.
He is a master of joke writer. He is important.
Like how they just save him and everybody else gets.
I know. They're like, get Norman down of here. The rest, fuck him. But then, and so now watch. So people start leaving.
Guys, everything's fine. We just had a momentary interruption.
Now I'm watching her and I'm going, is she doing a bit right now? Like, is this a bit?
No, it's definitely not a bit. What happened probably is they said they're going to kill Mark Norman. We're coming back here. We're going to fucking beat the shit out of him. We're going to wait from outside. So they probably, the club owner and the bouncer goes, let's get Mark off stage and let's, get into a safe spot. Maybe they thought they were going to come back with a gun. One of those guys. Maybe they said something like that. We're coming back. So, but did they tell the whole crowd to leave or the crowd just leaves on their own?
No, watch.
Just stay, get up, get out the taping. Guys, can we get out or what? At the camera.
Yeah, I'm one of the producers of the show. Yeah, we just need everybody to get out, please. Nice and slow, everything's fine, but
I like that they go, we need everybody to get out. Then he goes, nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Yeah, they probably thought those guys are going to come back with a gun and shoot up the place. They probably said we're coming back from Mark Norman, and they go, you know what? Who knows if these guys come in the comedy club? That definitely wasn't set up. There's no way.
Right.
It's just so odd the way that went down and that happened.
Mark was probably making jokes about him,
Right.
And they decided to come on the stage. We didn't see that part.
Yeah, that's the other thing is you never get to see what led up to it. But all right, well, I'm glad Mark's all right. I'm glad everybody's all right over there.
Probably doing his N-word material. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, that huge N-word chunk that he has. Absolutely.
Hey, what plantation are you from? Hey, picking cotton. Hey,
I have
know what he's up to.
One little treat for you here, and then we'll get out of here.
I would love a treat.
Yeah, this one's just for Jim. Because you know what, Jim? We see a lot of comics, but they all remind me of him. You know him. You love him. A.K.A. Rat Boy, Pete DiLorenzo.
Mr. Pete DiLorenzo. Thank you. And I'd like to dedicate it to you and everyone here and to my lady Michelle.
Lady Michelle.
When the lights come down and our leaves take that makes it all worthwhile.
Like one of his bits we were watching a couple months ago, and he goes, yeah, when I'm at Home Depot, I like to go check the bedding supplies. like at the Bed Bath & Beyond, and all of a sudden Jack Nicholson's in Home Depot and Sammy Davis Jr. Like, the bits are fantastic. He's gold.
He is.
Wow.
Here's some stand-up bits.
Thank you, Steve. I'd like to do this segment and dedicate this to the Steve Ames Show, which is truly an honor for me to be back on again as a guest. And
this was in a banquet room at a Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I can tell by the fake plants.
Right, exactly.
What kind of place the setting on a show that we all remember and all loved, All in the Family?
Oh, Archie, oh. When we sit down by the television and turn it on, there's not many very good shows anymore.
I know that, Edith, there. And you know what? I love watching the Steve Ames Show because he's a great singer there, and he always has great guests there. Not like the meathead that watches all these dumb reality shows.
I mean, it's the cardinal sin of every impressionist. It's like, no material. I'll just talk as this person, and it'll be funny.
Yep, no jokes.
No jokes. All right, that Steve Ames does singing on his show. Oh, Archie, does he? Everybody's like, why are these people having conversation?
Shows, yeah. And they ain't reality shows. You know what I'm talking about there?
Oh, Archie, I love when you get so sentimental. Oh.
All right, stifle it there. Don't get mushy on me there, huh?
Hey, the camera guys have to let go of the camera.
He thought he was going to get an applause a lot quicker, and he didn't. And the audience maybe we should just, I guess it's over. We should at least give him an applause.
They're like, now? Now? Okay, he's done now. That was the punchline, guys.
Yeah, he has to stop and go. Okay.
See.
Oh, done.
There's a guy out of Philly who came specially to see you, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean?
It's a Joe Matarese impression.
Let me tell you something. There's no bigger joy in life than being able to make Florentine go.
Oh my God! I got fucking chills.
Oh wait.
Yeah, new flick, and it's a great flick. A lot of my buddies in it, and Arnold even took some time off of being governor, and he would be in the movie. It's dependable for me. Yo, absolutely. Everybody teases me, you know, because I talk funny. Yo, I hooked on phonics. I'd buy a vowel. Yo, absolutely.
Sly Stallone here.
Sly Stallone, in case anybody was wondering. If you're keeping score at home, Sly Stallone, ladies and gentlemen. That was that. No one. I don't want to even confuse that with Frank Stallone. That was Sly Stallone. I was doing.
We cannot leave out some vintage people, though. That, as a wonderful singer that you are, and every bit of memorabilia and great standard tunes, we go back to the Vegas days of that wonderful. Of course, they were a comedy team before the Rat Pack came about, and we're going to do a little Dean and Jerry for you. Jerry, every time I go sing a song, you got to interfere, always interrupting me and everything. I want to sing a song with you. Come on, Dean. I want to sing a song. Let me sing a song. Jerry, what do you want to sing?
You worked with. Sorry, hold on. You worked with him. You've worked with him, Jim. Did this ever fucking work? Like,
I don't remember.
An applause break.
I don't know, but I don't remember him doing this. Like, this is so obscure. Like, at least the Stallone stuff and all the family people know. But I mean, yeah, everyone knows Dean Martin, but I don't know any of. I don't remember him doing this. He probably did. We did gigs. So.
Yeah, he would do.
You block it out.
If you
got to block that.
Yeah, if you remember, he would do. He would do celebrities. When they had to take a shit, that's what it was.
That's a good.
And it would be like Alfred Hitchcock. I have to take a wicked shit.
I think Hitchcock taking a shit would sound a little something like this.
And we were doing like firehouse, shows. So people that go to a firehouse will laugh at stuff like that.
Right.
Here's my impression of Alfred Hitchcock taking a shit in his boss's truck. It might go a little something like that.
I'll let you sing a couple of bars. Well, you should know about that. You do magic. You just walk down the street and turn right into a bar. Oh, lady.
And then he would go when it didn't hit, when it be no laughs, he'd go, "It's crazy, it's nuts." Then he could move on to the next.
I do that too.
And of course, it probably won't be complete, as I said, with the Rat Pack. Later on came a gentleman.
My favorite, right here.
By the name of Mr. Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes.
Dig it, man. Ka-chung. You cats, man. Now, I want you to get off the stage and just let me be here with the great Steve Ames, and we're gonna throw down, man, and do a couple of numbers. Ka-chung, ka-chung. Right, Steve? I love you, babe. Ka-chung.
I mean, how great was that? Look at Jim. Jim, it went nowhere. It went nowhere. Sammy said
I know.
Nothing. Put Sammy in a situation, something. And Sammy just said hello, Steve Ames' name. He said ka-chunk 4 times, and that was it. Oh, my God. Oh, this is good. He's wrapping up.
Thank you. Here's a gentleman we could never, ever forget. And talk about the vaudeville days. They were a comedy team in every sense of the word. A little bit of George Burns and Gracie Allen.
Thank you.
It's good to be here on the great Steve Ames show.
Every bit is just saying Steve Ames show, every impression.
This is what television should be, what it was in the great days, and still is to people like him who put quality entertainment on the air. Gracie, the other day, she called me and she was panicking. Remember when Ronnie Reagan knocked down the Berlin Wall? She almost had a heart attack. She thought they said the Bergen Mall. One day she called me up, Steve, and she said, 2 men stole the car out of the driveway. I said, Gracie, did you get a good look at him? She said, no, but I got the license plate. I said, Gracie, where's the car now? She said, at the bottom of the Hudson. Anyway.
Anyway, that's never good. If you're ever doing an impression, you go, anyway.
Anywho.
It's time to wrap it up. That's your mouth saying, let's wrap it up.
I like when he says they don't make television like they used to, Steve Ames show. What, one camera with 2 fake trees in the background? No other shots besides this. This is good television.
No one's on your level, Steve. You know that. The production alone here.
This is what happens when waterboarding doesn't work. They bring in this motherfucker, and he's like doing his impressions.
Myself, you get on an age, having sex is like shooting pool with a rope. But anyway, here's a little ditty for you.
Anyway.
Fairy tales can come true, can happen to you if young and hot. You can survive to 105. Look at all you derive out of being alive, and here is the best part. You have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, George.
Good night. God bless. George Burns and Gracie.
They're crazy. They're nuts.
And of course, this.
Let me look at my notes.
let me look at my props. See who's next.
Let me look at my new material. Hold on.
Got to be Nicholson, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
You bring to all our viewers. Jack Nicholson's here, man. I just want to say that being here with you tonight on your show, I guess this is as good as it gets and just makes me want to be a better man. Here's Johnny. Jack Nicholson.
So he mentioned 2 movie titles in that, and he goes, "That'll get him. That'll get. It's as good as it gets."
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Don't mind me. I'm flying over the cuckoo's nest right now.
Thank you very much.
Bravo.
What keeps a man going? What keeps a man going like that? Is there a woman in his life enabling him going, you're killing it? I mean, that George Burns impression, they just don't understand it yet. You got to keep on doing it until they fucking find
The bad ones, it's one version of that is like you just said. They have somebody in their life that's just lying to them right to their face and telling them they're doing great. The other one is the blinders that horses have when they eat. There are an amazing amount of comedians that they don't hear the silence. They don't see the people with their arms folded, not laughing. They're oblivious to all that. They go up, they come off stage as if they did great, and they come back the next day.
So you're saying we should do a show about Artie Fletcher?
I mean, if this guy in Vegas didn't pass away, this guy John King Tamer, I would have done a show on him in a second. Maybe one of the worst comedians I've ever seen in my life, but fascinating. We couldn't stop watching him. He was our favorite comedian, the comics, because he was so bad. Never asked for help with anything. Never said, "Hey, what do you think of this joke?" Like he did his thing. It was terrible, and he stayed with it, and it was impressive. That commitment is impressive, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of comics don't realize they're not doing well. They think they did well when they get off stage. No, I thought they were great, and you're like, you're watching, So there's a lot of comics that don't. And Pete's one of them, probably Artie. They just like, I killed. They got one big laugh, like, holy shit, it went great.
Right. Yeah. To quote Dice, silence is golden. My favorite line on his album. Great. You can hear the air conditioner. The whole album's ruined. 30 minutes into bombing because the album's ruined now. Love it. Listen, Jim Florent, is it JimFlorentine.com, right? Not the
check out my podcast every Monday. Everybody is awful. And then that's my the tour dates.
Yeah, Jim was one of the first people I met from the Stern verse face to face in Vegas. Always been a cool dude. I remember coming to that recording studio when you were doing Crank Yankers and getting to see you guys work and do that shit. Jim's always been a pal and a good dude, and got nothing but love for you, brother. Thank you for coming in today and joining us. JimFlorentine.com. Check him out. He was on WATP. Check out those episodes and support his podcast. And yeah. And and our buddy Discount Don wants to say hi. You there, Don?
Oh, hey guys.
Hey man, what's up?
How you doing, brother? Good to see you, Jim.
Yeah, good to see you too.
You gotta admit, it's a pretty good impression.
It
right?
is. It is. Yeah.
It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is this the real Jim Florentine? You all may notice that Jim has a beard, which coincidence is covering part of his face.
All right, listen, it's not a home run every time, but the voice is good, and that's what counts.
I think that was a Pete DiLorenzo joke.
It was. It happens sometimes. It happens
Jim, how can you say that after everything we haven't been through together?
One last thing. The animation of the prank calls, is that going to be a regular thing?
Yeah, the guy, Coke Logic.
Yeah, legend, of course.
Yeah, he's been doing them. The next one he's going to do is bitch.
Oh my God!
Remember that call? What's up, bitch?
Really
No, it's
good.
Rich. No, yeah, he's doing that one. So we're going to the old.
He goes, okay, maybe we will have that meeting later today, pal. How about that? I mean,
Yeah, so we're going through the old catalog. We're going to animate a bunch of them.
Excellent. If you have not heard Terrorizing Telemarketers, there's so many volumes. They're all gold. Jim, Don, a host of others. So many amazing. So we've all been hit up by the telemarketers. This was a lot bigger back in the day before the no call list and all that shit. But you would fill out some sort of thing for a credit card or whatever, and it goes out into the fucking, universe, and everybody starts calling this number. And that was Jim's thing. He just sat there and he fucking waited for the phone and just tortured these people.
Wait, my thing, I just was on the phone with a telemarketer 20 minutes before I joined your show.
Really?
Yeah, I still have the phone hooked up. I got the recorder hooked up, ready to go. And Mike Morris has done like 3 or 4 of the albums artwork. Does an amazing job on them. Yeah, he does the covers for him and stuff. But yeah, I'm always working on them. I'm still doing it after all these years.
And animating them is such a genius and long overdue idea for these calls. They need to look. The prank call is dead. It's over. It'll never be much like the blue cheese bit. Prank calls will never be the same again. They'll never be done that way again. And Jim found a whole new fucking level with it. The thing I love the most about it is you took people whose job it is to annoy us and bother us, and you flipped it on them. You annoyed and bothered them to the point where they go, I don't have time for this. And they would hang up on Jim. So it's amazing. I highly recommend it. Thank you again, Jimmy. I'll get you out of here, man. All the best to you. And
good seeing you guys. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see you, buddy.
See you soon, Jim.
All right.
Jim
see you guys.
Florentine, everybody.
Good man.
Moon Talk, perfect for Shuli's wife's crystals to pop up. Yeah, right? It's all on YouTube. If you want to taste, look up Romantic Moments with Big Wayne. He sadly died of cheeseburger poisoning. 52 episodes. Okay, Aku, I'll look into it.
Cheeseburger poisoning.
Didn't Stuttering John say Jim is who said, no, you're a headliner? No, it wasn't Jim. No. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Jim looks like Quint from Jaws. He does. He looks great. He still looks great.
Yeah, I like the beard on him.
Queens of the Stone Age, only band that still matters. Love you, girls. I think Ray thought Mark was Bill Cosby. Shuli, can you do your hello? I did it. Sorry. This is still funnier than the stomach squeegee. Oh, what you call it? And Pete, yeah. Hey, Discount Don, don't you want to say hi to Floyd? He did. He did. I heard this guy does a mean Cosby impression. I'm sorry, I missed that. Is Pete Stuttering John in disguise? He wishes he had that material, John. Coke Logic animated one of Wayne's romantic moments. Okay, I love me some Coke Logic. You know that. No denying that. So, Hold on. One that I missed.
Bobby used to say that same sentence all the time, except for the logic part.
That is true. God damn it. Where did it go? Here it is. Jim, when was the last time Robin in your sperm bank?
Spank bank.
Either way. Horrible. Horrible.
Always trying.
I mean, is that a try?
For him.
I don't know. I don't know if I would qualify that as an attempt. But listen, I hope Mark Norman's all right. That's what I took away from today.
Hey!
And I hope
down.
I hope you guys are all right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today, supporting, donating, gifting, hanging, banging, slanging. Let's do it again this afternoon. What do you say, huh?
I'm in.
Might be 3 o'clock, might be 4. I think we'll be on at 3. Either way, hit subscribe, hit like, hit the notification button, and that way you guys hang with us. All right? So come on. Let's go. We love you. Bye. Oh, bsshowlive.com.
Time to get out of bed. Time to wake up.
So what are the chances? What do you say? What percentage of a chance is it that Bob gets to the gym?
Jim.
What, you go to the chiropractor?
Bob couldn't even stay for this gym.
Ain't gonna top
Closest
that.
Bob will get to a gym is Jim Florentine.
Hey! Yeah, hit like if you don't mind. The audience is
Fuck out
split.
of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up.
Hit Mike on the way out.
What?
Jeez.
Get up.